Plantation. 9 to 5 be the time I was wasting. Man, I feel like I need a vacation. Saving up for my resignation. Why I feel like my manager hating. Ain't the one for no verbal castration. This government ain't giving reparation. We'll go to crime trying to fight the temptation.
Rejoice in tribulations, demonstrate patience in every situation, picking up the pieces to their heart restoration. People broken hearted and in need of salvation. Yeah. We in captivity, we done lost our history. Disconnected from his laws, now there's no integrity. Here's the book and let them see, because they dying in these streets. Walking in darkness and where the carcass is, the eagles be. Walking in darkness and where the carcass around us like vultures. Murder on their mind when they approach us. Let your light shine, watch them scatter like roaches. Babylon falling cause we taking back our culture. Heal our land, Abba now, put us back in agriculture. This word burning them up, Romans is a flamethrower. We prophesy destruction, nukes coming, game over. International, continental, ballistic missile. Them bombs dropping like rain, no drizzle. The lake of fire make them sizzle. Showing fruits of the spirit, we don't gather figs of thistles. That's the dog, you know, so just like you were saying, like the dog.
Hey, my name is Amani Bright Laws. I'm a travel business owner. My business is Always Shine Bright Travel, where we help you discover your next bright destination. I want to talk to you really quickly today about becoming a travel business owner. Listen, if your passion is traveling, if your passion is exploring the world, if your passion is wanting to travel and explore the world, then you should become a travel business owner, okay? I have 2 easy ways to get started. Less than 1 minute, okay? The first way, up here, our website, travelagentworkshop.com. And please use my sponsor ID, Always Shine Bright, okay? The second way is a text code. Text the word workshop to the number 281-767-9711. And again, reference my sponsor ID, Always Shine Bright, okay? Listen. The workshop is free. It's a free 3-day workshop, which gives you all the information on how to get started to become a travel business owner. Okay. Any questions that you have will get answered within that workshop. Okay. So let me meet you on the money making side of travel, where you can turn your passion into your paycheck.
Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Chef D-Nail. Over here, guess who's cooking? Good cooking, good eating, good living. Y'all know how we do it every Sunday about this time, man. We're going to get straight to it. We got the chicken and dumplings, all right? We got the perch fish with the mac and cheese, with the yams, with the 5 cheese toast over here on the Texas side. And, of course, we got the world-famous turkey tips, all right? We also got, on this one, we got the greens with the turkey tails, and we got the spaghetti. You already know what time it is, man. Hit the link, 773 992-4737 is the phone number to place your order every Sunday. All right. And you can hit us up on the Cash App to make payments at Guess Who's Cooking, the number 2. All right. You can hit the www.guesswho'scooking on the World Wide Web. You can catch us on Facebook Marketplace under Guess Who's Cooking. And of course on TikTok, man, at Guess Who's Cooking. Come on down. Get your orders.
Give me shame, I give you peace from underneath. Give me mind and being light to reignite. Can you open up the doors to let me in? Can you open up the doors to let me in? You could put the heart inside, don't tap my head. As I sing the love inside from out my mouth. Tell me what you need to find. Tell me now. Tell me what you need to find.
Yeah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabarakatah. Kwam Yasharala. Praises. Hallelujah. All praise to the Most High God, Yahweh. In the New York heat, like a lost sheep, culture like Fishdale, cause I move fish scales. Never could tell, cause I lack intel. Only had smiles when I booed at the resale. Now I'm in jail, hurt, but you couldn't tell. Hardcore D-Ceps when I'm in cells. Frustrated when I looked, there was no mail. Got stomped by the cops till my face swelled. My soul cried to the God, but I couldn't yell. Even Mike stood close while I'm in pain. DMX said, y'all can't stop the rain. To my home with his brass and iron bars. Didn't know that's a curse placed by y'all. Why did God put these curses upon me? Deuteronomy 28 and 23. And explains a whole lot of the shit be. Now I'm free from the brass and the bars. Just to walk the earth with the motion, the scars. The healing that I got it from the book that was God's. Every last word touched the soul and the heart. Moses raised the staff and the oceans apart. Samson ripped the gates of God took apart. I've been through the traps so the devil has survived. And we all know that the devil is alive. God is the truth. The devil is alive. Since our youth, man, we all know the devil is alive. History books. The devil is alive. The Bible is the truth. Man, we all know the devil is alive. The devil is alive. Yahweh is the truth. The devil is alive. Revelation 12 and 9 is the proof. The devil is alive. Yahweh is the truth. The devil is alive. Revelation 12 and 9 is the proof. God is the truth. The devil is alive. Since our youth, man, we all know the devil is alive. History books. The devil is alive. The Bible is the truth. Man, we all know the devil is alive.
I call names out, blow brains out. Till they dangling and hanging out. They mangle mouth and I bang them out. Strangle them when the chain is out. Cut the throat, let the blood drain out. Sell your soul, get a shell in your nose. Then I'm sending you to hell with your melon blown. Bust chrome, big hole in your snow cone. Crush bones like Mad Max in the Thunderdome. Remote control, government drones. Hovering above your home, robot dogs and human clones. Gas mask on my face out the safe zone. Earthquake make the ground break and shake stone. Case closed, I can't wait to slay foes like Conan the Barbarian with Grace Jones. Revelation 1 and 8 with the faith of Job escaping Rome to make it home in the ancient robe. Gold bracelet and I made it known. After 3 days I rose with my name engraved in the throne. Shalom. 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 Shalom.
God is the truth. The devil is alive. Since our youth, man, we all know the devil is alive. History books. The devil is alive. The Bible is the truth. Man, we all know the devil is alive. Micah.
Oh, be on, all praises. As usual, I was jamming to them songs, man. Oh, man. Oh, shalom, shalom, yasharala. We up here on this Thursday night. We have another good class for you. I came up with this class again. Somebody sent me something via text, and I dug into it deeper. It was about how they're dismantling the voting system and everything. And then I started to go more into it. And, he's making war with our people. You understand? And he's trying to wake up our people. But we know that it's eventually that dragon's mad now. But eventually that dragon's getting ready to get super mad. You understand? Then it's going to get more physical and everything. But these are the steps to what's happening. You understand? Because, what they're taking away our history. They're taking away everything that we accomplished. You understand? Now they're going in, everything that our ancestors fought for. You understand? They're going after our Northern Kingdom brothers. You understand? They started out with them, but you know that the Father is doing all of that because he's waking us up. He said that we will seek him early when we were going through our trials and tribulations. So he's turning up the heat on us. And, I'm here to encourage Israel. This dragon is wroth with us. All praises to the Most High. You're supposed to be mad at us. You understand? Because we go against your system. All praises to the Most High. Before I start the class, I like to, ask the Most High to move me out of the way and use me as your tool, as your vessel to bring forth your word and to pierce the hearts of your children and to teach them. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Amen. All right. We're going to start off with my favorite scriptures. Let's deal with it, John 8:32. Because we're here to tell the truth. We're not here to lie. We're not here to sugarcoat. We're not here to play with you. We're not here to hold your hand. None of that. We're here to tell you the straight truth. You understand? When you look into the scriptures, the apostles and the prophets, man, when they would come to town, especially those prophets, man, when they came to town, the kings shivered. You understand? They were afraid because those men were bringing the word of the Lord and judgment and all of that. You understand? So we're here to talk like them. We're here to bring forth this truth. You understand? We're not here to play with it. Time for playtime is over. It's way over. You understand? It is way over. And you know what? And I hate to bring up, some of. I'm on Facebook, and I see, what's going down. You know what I'm saying? Between some other camps and this camp. Now they fighting. This camp is always coming up now, and everything against what we were taught by the One West. You understand? They're trying to dismantle. You understand? And it's sad because it's late in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? It's too late to be playing, man. It's time to buckle down and get this going. It's no time to be veering to the left and veering to the right, man. But we know that the scripture says there has to be a falling away. The scripture said that there were going to be the very elect even fooled. The scripture said that these things were going to happen. You understand? So I pray for everybody under the sound of my voice and all my brothers and sisters in HOI. I pray that the Most High never take his Holy Spirit from you. You understand? Because it's lonely out there. I have no place going backwards, man. I lived in that world and I can't stand it. I look back on my life and I'm like, man, thank you, Father, for bringing me into this truth. We could be walking around not even understanding that the dragon is wroth. You know what I'm saying? But through these scriptures, we understand that the dragon is wroth and that he's going to make war with us. So we could prepare for that. How do we prepare for that? We prepare for that spiritually. You understand? You're fasting, you're praying, you're getting into this word, getting your spirit up because there's a persecution coming, y'all. You see, they're starting. They're starting right now. You understand? They're starting. They're taking away these voters' rights. They're taking jobs. They're doing all of that. You understand? There's a lot going on, man, that they're doing. But all praises to Yahweh Shimmy Shai. First off, I don't care if they take our voting rights. The only thing that, is very disrespectful about that is the fact that, you call us so-called Americans, which we understand we're not, because we shouldn't have to fight for that. That should have been given to us. You understand? And it should have went into the Constitution. But, this white man is what he is, a fork-tongued individual. You understand? Second off, my ancestors, they really thought, they were doing the right thing and they were in the right place, when they were doing this, so you feel for them because they bled for this. They believed in it so much, they bled and died for this. You understand? But they were lost. They didn't know we were the Israelites because, as you know, we don't vote, so we don't care. Scriptures tell us we can't vote. We can't vote for anybody that's not in our nation, man. We can't put nobody over us that is not in Yasharallah, that is not an Israelite. So we don't vote. You understand? We vote for Yahweh. We voting for him to come back, baby. We want the dragon to get Wroth so that our big brother can come down here and slay his butt. God. You understand? Get Wroth. Huh? Get mad. You supposed to. And the more angry you get, the more you do to us, the more our big brother's getting pissed up there, walking back and forth like a lion, and he's going to come down like that uncaged lion, and he's going to take everything out. All praises to the Most High. This is all a part of prophecy, and I'm souped up about it, baby. Let's get that John 8 and through. Let's go, 8:32. Let's tell them the truth.
John chapter 8 and verse number 32.
Come on.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's what we're here to talk about. We here to tell our people the truth, because we here to set y'all free. We learned the truth and we're set free. We still dealing with things, but we're set free. Why? Because we know who we are. That's freeing in itself. We know who our God is. That's freeing. We know whose we are. We know we're his and only his. We know we got royal blood going through our system. We know that Yahweh carries the same blood. We know who we are. And we know every single thing that's going on today, the wars, the rumors of wars, and all of that is for us to get put back in our place. So we cheer. We cheer on all the prophecies coming back. We hope that by them, doing these things to our people, that some of them will wake up and come on home. Some of them will wake up and say, hey, those Israelites, man, they said this stuff, man. They said this thing, and let's go and check it out. See, that's what the Most High is doing. He got that fire going, and he's waking our people up that way. But he's giving us signs, us as the people that are in this truth. He's giving us signs to know what's going on, to know what time it is, as we used to say in the 80s in the street. Do you know what time it is? Yes, I know what time it is. Flavor Flav used to have that big clock on, saying that he knew what time it was. But all praises. Let me get the book of Amos 5 and 10, Baba Kashar. Because we're hated. They hate us because we rebuke in the gate. We're behind enemy lines, man. These people hate us, man. Hey, look, I went viral. I don't know if anybody's been watching me on Facebook. I put up a couple of memes, and the last meme I put up, that sucker went 110,000 people watched it. It was shared 900 and something times. I had every Edomite in America coming at me. You understand? But it was beautiful, because I was saying what I needed to say to them. I was saying, look at these pink people. I brought up an FBI showing the stats on crime and everything. And I said, look at these pink people, man. I said, they're always sitting up there acting like they're so innocent. And boy, did I piss them off. Boy, they came with fire. But I had a beautiful time rebuking them. It was like camp. But yeah, we rebuke in the gate and they hate us for it. Go ahead.
Come. Amos chapter 5.
Yeah, 5 and 10.
Amos chapter 5 and verse number 10.
Uh-huh.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
And they abhor us because we speak uprightly, man. You understand? They hate us because we rebuke in this gate. We rebuke this whole system. We rebuke the devil and all of his policies and everything that he does and is pushing upon the children of Israel. We rebuke it, and we rebuke our own. We don't just rebuke the system. We rebuke our own. You understand? So we're hated, and we understand that. We're Power Rangers, we're this, we're that. Hey, man, call me all of that. You call me a Power Ranger, all praises to the Most High. Because when I read the scripture, Yahushua had a girdle and everything on, baby. Right. So, hey, crack on me all you want. That doesn't bother me, man. You know? But all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we rebuke them and they hate us. And this is what the scriptures say it's supposed to be. So give me the book of Revelation 12 and 17. Let's get started. All praises to the Most High. Let's go, baby.
It's the book of Revelations. You said 12 and 17, right? It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse number 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman. Who's the woman? That's us. That's Israel. All right? The dragon is wroth with the woman. Come on.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
And he's making war. You know, with us, we're the remnant, we're the seed. You understand? He's making war. Come on.
Which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Okay, so we keep the commandments of Yahweh. And we have the testimony. What's the testimony? The testimony are the prophecies. Okay? We prophesied Christ coming back. We prophesied everything that's happening, going on this earth. We prophesied the war. We prophesied the famine. We prophesied the disease. We prophesied everything because those are what Christ put down there. That is what's happening, and we do it. We prophesied it, baby. And they coming at us. They hate it because we prophesied their downfall. We know you coming, devil.
God.
We know. You understand? But you can't come until Yahweh tells you can come. Until that, we're going to keep pushing this word. We're going to keep standing bold. And we're going to keep calling you the devil to your face. And we're going to keep telling you what's coming to your kingdom. It's going down. We're not here to play with you. I tell everybody I was in the world selling crack, wasn't willing to die for a street corner. Now I'm here. And I'm willing to die for Yahweh Shem Yahushua because that's what it's going to take these days, baby. It's time, y'all. It's time to wake up, and I'm here to let you know, yeah, they making war, but this is a fixed war. This is a fixed thing, man. Yahushua saying, okay, let them make war because I'm going to come and tear their butts up, man. All praises to the Most High, man. Give me Genesis 49 and 9, man. Let's go, baby. Y'all got me hyped tonight.
What they say, young lion, huh?
That's right. The young lion's coming out, baby. Let's go.
Good. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse number 9. Genesis 49 and verse number 9. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey.
Yep.
My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion.
As an old lion. As an old lion. That's what Judah is right now. What does he mean? Judah's content. Oh, we got all these rights, man. Oh, we got the American dream. Oh, we got a DoorDash. We got this. We got the technology. You know what I'm saying? We can vote. We are true American citizens. Blah, 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 blah. So Judah got comfortable. Judah's an old lion chilling. Talking about, I don't want to be, I just want to be comfortable. I don't really care if I'm rich or not. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to live my life in peace and this, that, and the third. No. That's not how it's going to be, Judah.
God.
Who shall rise him up. Judah gonna get up, baby, and he gonna roar. You understand? And what's happening is all of these things that Judah relied on, all of this voting, all of these things right here, that's a part of the war. He's taking that away. He's taking that away from them. And he's making them understand who their enemy is. Mm-hmm. You understand? And that it's time to fight again. Get up. It's wartime. God. Give me the book of Hosea 5:15. All praises to the Most High.
Yeah, Judah got too comfortable. Right?
Yeah, Judah's comfortable, man. Oh, he could play his sports. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he can do this. They give them more. Oh, he got millions here. He can go stay in the white neighborhood. He can go this way. He can go that way.
He got too many options.
He got comfortable. He got comfortable. And now the Most High is saying, okay, let me take this away from you. Let me take that away from you. Let me take this away from you that you rely on. Our people rely on voting. They don't rely on the Most High. Oh, they get out and vote. And if you're not a vote, you're this and that. Oh, la. Nah, man. No. You're supposed to be relying on Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And you ain't supposed to be putting no devil on top of you to rule you. So the Most High said, okay, I got to take some of your trinkets away to wake you up. Come on.
This is Hosea chapter 5 and verse number 15.
Mm-hmm.
I will go and return to my place.
Uh-huh.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Uh-huh.
And seek my face.
That's what he's talking about. You understand? That's what happened. He turned his back on us because we didn't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments and everything. But he said, hey, through your affliction, keep reading.
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
In our affliction, we're going to seek him early. This is what this is about. You understand? Waking up our people. It's about that. It's about everything that you saw, the deportation. They don't want our brothers in here, the Mexican brothers. And now they're gone. They're pushing them out. You understand? They're pushing out Asher, who's up here. They're pushing out all our people. They're down there in man, you know what they doing to our brothers down there in Manasseh?
Cuba.
They doing so much dirt to our people in Cuba, man. But that's the Most High saying, okay, wake up. You're not Cuban, you're Manasseh. Come and seek me early. The dragon is making war against us. You understand? But it's a fixed fight, Yasharala. It's a fixed fight. The dragon, he ain't got no wins when it comes to Yahbashim Yahushua. Right. So let's just keep doing this, man. Keep pushing. Keep strong. Stay in your word. There's a lot of traps out there. People you used to look up to, people you used to watch. Now they're going all totally against what you know and what you've learned and what they taught. These are traps. This is the devil. That's the dragon making war. We can't prove it, but come on, man. You going way off, brother. We can't prove it. But the dragon could have, put something in his pocket.
Right.
You understand? We not here to, to spread any false rumors or nothing like that. That's not what we about here at HOI. But we're grown people and we look at things and we see how people can stop, tweak certain things. They may find certain things out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I believe this now. The Bible revealed this to me. But the basis is still the same, right? When you do a whole 180 in the matter of a month or so, like a couple of months, it just makes me think. So, Yasharala, stay on target, okay? Stay on target, man. The Most High is not playing out here. The dragon is raw, and he's coming after us, and he's coming after us through his policies, through everything. He's not just coming at us physical. Physical is coming. They've been dealing with us physical, but real physical is coming.
Right.
To where they can't hide it. You understand? To where they have to really, brandish their teeth, and start coming after the children, of the Most High. But stay strong, Yasharala. Stay strong. Give me Isaiah 30 and 20, Baba Kashaw. Stay strong, brothers and sisters. We are too close. We are too close, man. I know you guys feel it in your spirit, and if you're into this word, I know you're seeing it, man. I see these scriptures come to life. Things I've been reading about forever. Now I'm seeing it right here in my face. Like, oh wow, wait, and automatically, obviously, scriptures start going off in your head, precepts. Bang, that's such and such. That's. Yeah, man. That's what's happening, brothers and sisters. So give me that. Isaiah 30 and 20, Baba Kashaw.
Khan, I got you, King. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse number 20.
Mm-hmm.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
But we're not removed into the corner anymore, and he's given us the bread of affliction. Come on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way.
This is the way. This is the way, baby. We're here to tell you this is the way. We're not hidden anymore. We're out here. This is the way, Yashara. These law, statutes, and commandments. Following the Most High, understanding that you are who you are. This is the way, and this is why we're out here. This is why we go out in the streets, and this is why we give class 3-4 times a week. So we can let you know and guide you. This is the way. Let me get Psalms 119, start at 66 down to 72. You understand? Because now we're going to go into Dave. Uncle David is one of my favorites. I love me some David.
Yeah, we going in.
Because David kept it real. David said, hey, I did this, I did that. Forgive me. He repented. He did everything. And now he's about to tell you some other things about his afflictions that I love. I love how David talks. Come on.
Khan. This is Psalms 119 and verse 66. Teach me good judgment and knowledge.
Teach me good judgment and knowledge. Come on.
For I have believed thy commandments.
I believe your commandments. Come on.
Before I was afflicted, I went astray.
Before you afflicted me, Yahweh, I went astray. Come on.
But now have I kept thy word.
But now I'm keeping thy word through your affliction. You taught me. You taught me to seek your face. You taught me to seek you early through your affliction. Come on.
Thou art good and doest good.
Mm-hmm.
Teach me thy statutes.
Teach me thy statutes. Come on.
The proud have forged a lie against me.
Mm-hmm.
But I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart.
You see that? See, they've been lying on us forever. They're gonna really start lying on us. You understand? With this new AI stuff and everything, we can imagine what they're gonna say Israelites are doing.
Oh,
I can just imagine what they're gonna be putting out there. This AI looks real, and they got our voices because they got things like this. They got your phone. Don't act like they not taping you or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? They're doing this, and there's going to be a lot of lies coming out on us because the dragon has made war with us, with the saints, baby. It feel good to be called a saint, man. All praises, make the war, man. This is in the prophecy. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Read on, King.
Their heart is as fat as grease.
Their heart is fat as grease. Come on.
But I delight in thy law.
But I delight in Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, the laws, the fundamentals. Like I spoke of last week or when I did the last class, the fundamentals, man. That's what we need to get into the kingdom. It doesn't matter about the biggest breakdown. It doesn't matter if we're speaking the wrong Hebrew. It doesn't matter. All of these names now that you say is wrong, or you say Yahuwah, you say this, you say that. It doesn't matter. You know what matters? Keeping these commandments, man. Keeping these feast days. Everything else is going to get cleared up. The scriptures clearly say, I'm going to give you a new tongue, a pure tongue. But instead, you know, people are using these things to divide us. And woe to them who do division. He hates that.
God.
So I pray for my brothers and sisters, man. You know, I pray for them. All right, continue, King.
God, it is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes.
You hear that? It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I've learned your laws and statutes and commandments. That's what he's saying. So when you see all this affliction that's coming towards our people, the dragon making war, that is the affliction of the Most High. And Most High will, some of them will wake up and seek him early. That's why we got to keep pushing, baby. And even us, we keep seeking. I don't care if they lie on you. I don't care what. I don't care if you lose your job. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care what you are. You keep in this fight, man.
God.
We come too far. The dragon is here, and he's making war with us. But all praises to the Most High. Read on.
The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver.
You hear that? The law is better than all the riches of this land. The law is better than anything that this land can give you. This is why I always say, man, what do I want with this kingdom, man? What does anybody want with this kingdom?
It is dying.
You know? I don't want anything to do with this kingdom, man. Most High said, come out of her. I'm trying to get out of her. You know?
God.
I don't want anything to do with their pedophilia. I don't want anything to do with their homosexuality. I don't want anything to do with anything that they do. Their pork, their pig, all the things that they are doing, their white woman, everything. I don't want nothing to do with none of this. I want to be in the kingdom. Guess what, man? I always say this. Do you think in the kingdom there's going to be homeless people all over the place? All over them gold rooms, paved with gold? You think we're going to have, even the lowers are going to be living. That's why the scriptures say when the righteous are in charge. You understand? It's going to be a whole new game, baby. You ain't going to walk up and down these filthy streets looking at homeless people, looking at your brothers and sisters stick needles in their arms and all of that. None of that's happening, man. What do you want with this kingdom? What is so important that you would give up the kingdom that's coming for this kingdom? What is so important? I don't understand it. The dragon is wroth with us because we're pushing forward, because we're continuing to teach our people. And he's wroth with y'all for coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and following his laws and giving up Easter and giving up Christmas and giving up all of these pagan things, and you're following Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He's wroth. All praises. Let's piss him off every day, baby. Let me get Deuteronomy 17 and 15, Baba Kashar.
God. And he's mad he can't be the Lord.
God.
You know? He wants your soul. He want to control everything about you. He want to be God. That's his problem. That's why he's pissed off and mad. He tried to create something else. The Lord created human beings. Now you want to create hybrids. He want to create damn chimeras and splicing DNAs and AI babies and all of this stuff and androids and everything. he goes contrary to the words of the Lord in all aspects. And he brings death in all things. So he's mad that you standing 10 toes down for Yahweh Shemel Shai, and you know you're not going with his ways and his thought process. Because Esau, he think or whatever he does is better than what Yahweh Shemel Shai creates. But what the Lord creates is something that it stands everlasting, like it's quality. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop that.
God, you know, and you're right. You know, what's that scripture? A lie is only for a moment, but the truth stands forever.
The truth? Yeah, in Proverbs.
Yeah, the lip of truth. Can you read that? Because that speaks to exactly what you're saying. You know, the lip of truth. That's one of Elder Terah's favorite scriptures right there.
The lip of truth.
The lip of truth. Yes, sir.
God, I got it.
All right, bring that
Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever. But a lying tongue is but for a moment.
So Yahweh's law, statutes, and commandments and everything are established since the beginning. Since the beginning of the foundation of the earth. You understand? But we're going, but the lies are here. And they're only going to be for a minute. Let me get that real quick. Give me the book of Revelations. Where's it at? Where it says that the dragon shall help the woman.
Oh yeah, Revelation.
The earth 12. Shall help the woman. Earth shall help the woman.
Yeah,
from the dragon.
12.
Yeah, it's 12. It's in 12. Yeah, give me that.
12. Revelations 12 in verse number 15 and 16. And the serpent, Revelations 12 and 15, it says, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
So hold on. That the woman we already established was Israel. What is the flood? That's the serpent's lies. You understand? Telling us all the lies and everything. We're not Israel no more. This, that, and the third. You could be a homosexual, all this and that. This is the flood of lies that he's been put on our people. You're not an Israelite no more. You're a Mexican. You're a Puerto Rican. Right. This is the flood of lies.
And the media,
propaganda,
the lies and all that. And the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
So the earth helped the woman, baby. All the artifacts, everything that you're seeing coming up. You understand? It's helping to wake us up, and it's swallowing all the lies. What happened when Russia unearthed all of those paintings and everything? You know, all this archaeology and everything is coming because this truth is standing forever. All the lies are being swallowed up right now. And that's what's making that dragon Wroth. God, all praises. Okay, give me that Deuteronomy
17 and 15.
17 and 15, Baba Kishore.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, and verse number 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
And this is why we don't vote. This is why we don't vote. You understand? But our people are in an uproar for what's happening right now. You understand? But Judah has to rise, so he's got to get afflicted. You understand? But us, we understand. Take your votes away. We can go to Proverbs 21 and 1. What's that say? Let's get that real quick. Proverbs 21 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, take your vote. Who cares?
I got it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse number 1. Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
The king, the president, all of them, all the leaders, the prime ministers, their hand, his hand is around their heart. Come on.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
He turneth it however he will. The Most High is controlling the kings. He's the one controlling them. In Daniel 4, I think it's 4 and 7, where it says that he puts the
he puts them
men.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel 4,
All right, let's deal with that.
God.
You understand? Because the Most High is in control. Do you honestly think that your vote counts? I mean, for real. I mean, anybody with some sense would understand that electoral vote totally takes your vote out.
Mm-hmm.
Because they show you even at the end, oh, the popular vote, the person who was supposed to win, anything else, you understand, the most votes for that person is supposed to win. But not the electoral vote. You understand? Mm-hmm. So they put whoever they want in there. We understand that. And the Most High said, don't put none of them strangers over us.
Right.
And we understand everything that's happening right now that Trump is doing. Most High's got his heart. Trump, go over there and do that. Go piss off China. Hey, go over here and bomb this and piss them off because they're going to make war against you. Mm-hmm. He's trying to get them all down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, baby. That's the Most High, man. Come on.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 4 and verse number 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the words of the holy ones.
Who are the watchers? The watchers are the angels here. Come on.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will and setteth upon it the basis of men.
You see that? The basis of men. Those are base people. Those are a base people down there. We are the royalty. They are a base people. The Most High put them over us. This man couldn't even wash his own body. Right. This man didn't know how to cook meat. This man didn't know how to do anything.
Or seasoning.
Seasoning, nothing. He was throwing his own feces out of the windows, man. He was dying of the plagues. No other place died of these plagues. Why? Because they had rats, and the bubonic plague comes off the tick of a rat. That's why they were dying from the plague, because they were filthy. This base man is over us because of our punishment. But the Most High put him there, and the Most High is going to remove him. So we sit back as Israelites and we just stay into these scriptures and we look and see what's coming. Because there's absolutely nothing they can do to hurt us. You can hurt us physically, but if you're staying strong and you're into this word and you got your spiritual muscle up and the total understanding that if he's afflicted me, then it is a good thing. Affliction is a good thing. You understand? Because it's bringing us closer to the kingdom. And then let me get this. I'm going to make another point. I think it's John 21:16. Because 21:16, that's on the pregnant woman. Because the affliction is for that. You understand? It's like a pregnant woman. I called it right, 21:16, right?
Let me see.
It's the travail of a woman.
I'll find that one.
If it's not 21:16, it's 16:21.
Oh, let me see.
I usually get them mixed up. You know, it's one or the other.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm saying, yeah, 21:16. Okay. So bring that out because this is what the affliction's about. Yasharala, come on.
This is John chapter 16 and verse number 21. A woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish, the joy that a man is born into the world.
So what's that saying, Israel? That's saying that, I mean, you women especially know. I mean, we can only see it. But the women, they know the closer and closer they get to that delivery, that pain is hitting. The more pain, the closer it's coming. You understand? But then when you have the baby, after you go through all of that pain, you hold that baby and you don't feel that pain no more. I'm not saying you don't feel it anymore, but that pain goes away. It has to for something. Because you just brought a beautiful child in the world. You understand? Well, that's what the Most High is saying. That's how he's going to deliver us. We got to go through some pain, Yasharala. And the more the pain, the more the pain, the more the pain, the closer we getting.
Calm.
The dragon is raw and made war with the saints. Hallelujah.
Hey, Salakia King.
Come on.
Did you see the movie Sinners?
Yes, I did.
Khan, remember the sister that had the baby later on towards the end?
Mm-hmm.
But all throughout the movie, the vampires kept attacking, trying to kill him the whole time. All throughout the movie, Esau coming in with the deception, confusion, trying to get close to us. He's trying to get to the juke spot, trying to get in the party. He got to finesse and use somebody else and trick and use another Edomite to get us in. So many deception and chaos was going on all throughout the movie. But people forget that the sister was pregnant the whole time. Wow. And then towards the end of the movie, when she had the baby, remember the man was protecting her. Michael B. Jordan was protecting her. He was enduring to live to see the birth of that child.
Mm-hmm.
So after the child was born, all the stuff he was going through throughout the movie, the vampires and all of that stuff, it's like damn near all of it was forgotten and gone.
Yeah.
He seen the birth of the child and it was both happy and everything. Like
that's it.
Just a quick example, you know what I'm saying?
Khan, King Dawada, man, because that's exactly what the Most High is saying. You understand? That's why he compared it to, giving birth.
Khan.
Because we see the anguish, we see the pain. We may not be feeling it, but us as men, we see it. The women are actually feeling it. You understand? But we see it. And we know it's painful. So this is what the Most High has put, something earthly to explain something spiritual.
Right.
You understand? Because we're going to go through this pain. But it's going to be worth it.
God.
It's going to be worth it. Let me get Second Esdras 7 and 5. This is talking about the pain. I'm kind of throwing other scriptures in there as they come to me. I'm going off script, but I'll bring it back.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 7 and verse number 5. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
So he has to go through the narrow in order to come through to the broad. Now he's going to explain more. Read on.
There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field.
There's the broad. The broad is the kingdom. Sits upon a city is built on a broad field. Come on.
And is full of all good things.
Full of all good things, man. Come on.
The entrance thereof is narrow and it's set in a dangerous place to fall.
The narrow. You got to go through the narrow to get to the broad. The narrow is it's set in a very dangerous place, and it's very narrow. Come on.
Like as if they were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water.
And on the left a deep water. So you walk in this dangerous, and one slip, you could fall into the fire, or you could fall into the water and die. Come on.
And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water. So small that there could but one man go there at once.
One man at a time. This is what it's saying. Work out your own salvation, huh? You got to go through that narrow. One man at a time and stand before Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Work out your own salvation. Read on.
If this city were now given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
See that? He's saying, you know, you got to go through this to get this inheritance. You got to go through the danger. We got to get through the dragon being wroth with us.
Get through that fire.
We got to get through this fire. We got to get through them taking voting from us and doing this and that, taking our history, calling us niggas, you know, bringing us out into the streets at some point, like the scriptures are going to say. Take away our homes, all of that stuff. We got to go through that. The dragon is wroth. But we got an inheritance waiting for us. Come on.
And I said, it is so, Lord. Then say he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Israel's portion. That means the kingdom is our portion, not everybody else's. Come on.
But because for their sakes, I made the world.
Because for our sake, Israel, he made the whole world. Come on.
And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done.
Okay, Adam, what did he do? He broke the law. Most High said, don't deal with these doctrines. Don't eat up that tree. And he broke the law. So he got paid for it. Come on.
Then were the entrances of this world made narrow.
Now, the world was wide. Everybody could roll in the kingdom at that time. But when Adam did what he did, then the entrance got kicked out first off. But now the entrance got really narrow. Come on.
Full of sorrow and travail.
Full of sorrow and travail. This is the narrow we got to walk through.
God.
Come on.
They are but few and evil. Full of perils.
Full of perils and evils. Come on.
And very painful.
And it's painful, man. This narrow. Come on.
For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure.
The elder world, before Adam transgressed, they were wide and sure. Come on.
And brought immortal fruit.
And brought immortal fruit. Read on.
If then they that live labor not to enter these straits and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
You see that? So if we don't go through this, if we don't go through this persecution, if we don't go through this affliction, we're not going to get what the Most High laid up for us. It's that simple. You know? All praises to the Most High, man. Give me 2nd Ezra 16, and let's go 70 to 78. And then after that, we're going to go to the first video.
God. You said 16 verse 70 to what?
Through 78.
Okay.
Just bring it on down. 70 all the way down to the last.
I got you. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse number 70.
Now, this is some of the persecution that I was talking about. Them removing us from houses and all of that. This is what's coming. The dragon is raw. We're just seeing the beginning of things. But he is taking us out. He's removing us out. You understand? Through gentrification and messing with the what's the name laws, the Section 8 and all of that. Oh, he's doing it, but it's subtle, but it's going to pick up. Come on.
The 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse number 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
There's going to be a great insurrection on us because we fear the Lord. We fear him. You understand? We're doing his law, statutes, and commandments. So this is going to happen to us. It's slowly coming to us. It's happening, and I'm just watching everything that's going around. But that dragon is raw, baby. And he coming hard. Come on.
And they shall be like madmen.
They're going to be like what?
Like madmen.
Nah, they're going to be nice.
Like madmen.
Nah, they're going to be brotherly.
Like madmen.
Nah, we love each other. Everybody can make it.
Like madmen.
They're going to be like madmen. Then you're going to really see these people with Esau in their congregation and everything. Then they're going to find out why the Most High separated us.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're going to find out that the heathen can't be saved when they've been on them like madmen. Then they're going to realize.
Hey, Salakia, like Muhammad Ali said, man, with them snakes, one venomous and one that's not, and you allow one in. Hell nah. Nah, you right, Ak. Those that allow these Edomites in, boy, they about to find out.
They about to feel the fire, man.
When the Lord flipped that switch on this devil, like in the movie Sinners. Remember, the Edomite chick, the Edomites caught her out, and she like, what's going on? And then they bit her, turned into a vampire, and then they brought her, they told her to go back in to the house where everybody was at partying and chilling. And she came in, she went to the twin brother, and he like, what's going on? She got close to him. He had his guard down. He didn't feel all defensive tonight because he felt like he could trust her. And then she tore his damn neck apart.
See that? Trusting the Edomite.
Yeah, and that's that spiritual switch. In that movie, it showed you. The Edomite came, the Edomite chick came out, seen the Edomite dude, and he said, man, he was basically saying, like, you know damn well you don't belong with them. Turn her ass into the devil that she is, sent her back in, right? Like infiltration. She came in and bit the twin, ripped his damn neck apart like a damn devil. So imagine all these people that's allowing heathens into the camp and all of that stuff, and the Edomites, especially the Edomites. You think they ain't gonna switch that flip on you, and the Lord's not gonna do it? Turn that damn devil.
Yes.
When you feel comfortable with them and all of this stuff, you think the Lord ain't gonna do that?
Oh yeah. And
use you as an example to the rest of Israel? Man. Slakia.
No, bring it out, baby. Let's do it.
It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none.
Sparing none. Come on.
But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Spoiling us. And we ain't talking about spoiling like, spoiling your little kid. Right. That's not what spoiling means, man. Come on.
For they shall waste and take away their goods.
You hear that? They're going to waste and take away our goods. Come on.
And cast them out of their houses.
And cast us out of our houses. You're seeing that on a small scale right now. They casted all of them out of Brooklyn. They're casting us out of Harlem. They're casting us out of Newark, New Jersey, East Orange, New Jersey. And I talk to the brothers in Cali. They're casting them out of Inglewood and all of that. This is what they doing.
They trying in Chicago too.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
You understand? They're casting us out of our homes, but it's not what's gonna come. You understand? It's gonna get more physical, but it's happening. Come on.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen. And
you got to understand what that means. You got to understand what that means, man. That you got to understand that they are able to do things to us all that time because we weren't following his commandments. But when they start touching us now, the Most High is going to work on them. Because you don't touch my children. And anybody who's a parent, if my child's wrong, all right. But my child doing right, I'm going to fight you down.
Right.
And that's what the Most High is saying right there. Then you're going to know because you're coming against his people. who are following the law, statutes, and commandments, who are sitting there and fearing him, who are doing the feast days. You're coming at us now. He said, then you're going to know, because he's going to step up. He ain't going to just do that. You can't do that no more.
Right.
Treat us any type of way. Come on.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
See, that we're being tried as gold in the fire. But come on.
Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. We're warning you. Come on.
But I will deliver you from the same.
But what?
But I will deliver you from the same.
Because they can't come touching on us while we following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? He's putting us through the fire, but he's going to deliver us. When he delivers us, it's not going to be anything nice. The scripture says that this world has never seen what's coming when he comes to get us. Read on.
Be ye not afraid.
Be ye not afraid. Come on.
Neither doubt.
Don't ever doubt. I don't care what the situation looks like. Don't doubt him. I don't care what it looks like, man. Don't doubt him. Know that he's going to get you. Come on.
For God is your guide. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua.
Read on.
Let not your sins weigh you down. And
don't let your sins weigh you down. And
let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Don't let your iniquities lift up themselves, man. Get all of that together. Come on.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins. And
woe be unto them, meaning destruction, that are bound and caught in their sins. Come on.
Like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, and that no man may travel through.
Come on.
It is left undressed and is cast into the fire.
It's cast into the fire. That's what he's talking about. Those that are laden down with their transgressions, man, with their sins, gonna get cast into the fire. This is not a game here, Yasharala. Stay encouraged, man. Your God is going to save you. All of this is happening for you. All praises. That's it. Let's get that first video. Constance Carter. Bring that video up. Yeah, I kind of labeled them a little better this time. I put them dead in order. Dead in order, but now I made sure I got the true names on that. But that's the first video I want. Because you got a white lady here telling you that they're making war on us.
Yeah, Paul got it. He's putting it up.
You got it coming up?
Yeah, he got it. He's going to go.
All right. Yeah, baby. Get ready, baby. And then after that, I want that Tennessee Republican article.
Oh, man.
Okay. I want this video first. But yeah, you know, everything that's going on around us, man, you know, it's war against us, man. Just watch. Let's see what this Caucasian says. Just listen up. All right, what's going on with that?
Let me see.
So we having a little technical difficulty, guys.
Oh.
Be patient with us.
Let's see.
Because she's moving very slow. And it ain't saying a word.
Even being terrible at what they're doing has proven to be disastrous for our country. And it is, in part, the posturing and the messaging and the racist vibes from the White House and the president. That is stuff that validates and excites the worst.
So,
on the treatment of African Americans, specifically, even being terrible at what they're doing has still proven to be disastrous for our country. And it is, in part, the posturing and the messaging and the racist vibes from the White House and the president. That is stuff that validates and excites the worst bigots in the country, and that is consequential. But it's more than that, too. We are now about 16 months into what has been, from day one, a concerted and intense targeting of Black Americans, specifically by this president and by this administration. On his first full day in office, he proclaims war on diversity efforts, not only in government, but in any institution in the country over which he can exert leverage, everything from schools and universities to law firms to private businesses of every stripe. He then immediately started firing some of the highest profile Black public officials in the whole US government, seemingly regardless of any other thing about them. I mean, right away, we get the firing of the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Charles C.Q. Brown. We get the firing of the Librarian of Congress, Carla Hayden. And then it's Gwynne Wilcox from the National Labor Relations Board. And then it's Robert Primus, the chair of the Surface Transportation Board. And then it's Alvin Brown from the NTSB. And then it's Peggy Carr, the head of the National Center for Education Statistics. And then it's Willie Phillips from FERC, from the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. And then it's Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, and on and on and on. When Trump and his top political donor, Elon Musk, then started just lopping off huge swaths of the federal government to disastrous practical effect, the largest and most egregious cuts targeted federal agencies that employed a disproportionate number of Black employees. Reporter Erica Green wrote about this a few months ago for The Times, noting that nothing had moved backwards in the federal government for Black Americans this quickly or this far in over 100 years, since Woodrow Wilson came in 1912 and resegregated the federal workforce. Quote, Black employees were fired or demoted to lower level jobs, relegated to separate and inferior lunchrooms and other facilities, and accused of making white women feel unsafe. Those who remained were humiliated. A Black worker in the Postal Service was surrounded by screens, so white workers would not have to look at him. Another employee had a cage built around him to separate him from his white counterparts. A clerk in the Treasury Secretary's office was assigned to rewrite all correspondence to address Black employees by their first names. The way Trump addressed the Librarian of Congress, Carla Hayden, by her first name when he crowed publicly about firing her for no reason. In the year of our Lord, 2025, and now 2026, this president and this administration is not just inheriting that history from the Wilson administration, it's furthering it in its own ways. Since 1965, there has been an executive order in effect. It was signed by Lyndon Johnson, 1965. Since 1965, all federal contractors have been banned by executive order from discriminating on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, or national origin. Donald Trump rescinded that 1965 rule on his first full day in office. Less than a month later, Trump announced another rule change. They rescinded Clause 52.222-21 of the Federal Acquisition Regulation, which doesn't sound like much, but I'll tell you what the title of that is. It's Prohibition of Segregated Facilities. That's what Trump rescinded less than 1 month into being back in the White House. That section reads, quote, the contractor agrees that it does not and will not maintain or provide for its employees any segregated facilities at any of its establishments, and that it does not and will not permit its employees to perform their services at any location under its control where segregated facilities are maintained. That anti-segregation clause has been in government contracts for decades. Donald Trump overtly reached out to rescind it, which means bluntly that the federal government no longer explicitly prohibits contractors from having segregated restaurants, waiting rooms, and drinking fountains. Make America great again, right? Recently fired and sidelined employees in the Department of Housing and Urban Development have started sounding the alarm that the Trump administration is no longer, just bluntly, no longer enforcing a federal law known as the Fair Housing Act. Fair Housing Act, another pillar of the civil rights movement and its achievements. The Fair Housing Act dates to 1968. It says you can't refuse to rent to someone or refuse to sell a house to someone on account of their race or their color or religion or national origin or any other factor against which we're supposed to be protected from discrimination. According to current and former employees of the Department of Housing and Urban Development under Donald Trump, They have dropped enforcement of the Federal Housing Act. In Trump's first year back in office, black unemployment spiked in this country from 6.2% all the way up to 7.5%, making it the highest of all racial groups. Under Joe Biden, black unemployment had been at a record low of 4.8%, spiking now under Donald Trump. The Trump administration, generally speaking, is bad at its work. It is bad at what it sets its mind to in all sorts of ways. But black Americans, African Americans, have been targeted by this administration in a concerted way that has nevertheless been devastating, even though the Trump administration isn't good at anything they set their mind to. And that was all before the conservative majority on the U.S. Supreme Court, including all of Trump's appointees, voted to effectively end the Voting Rights Act a few days ago. As soon as the court said they would take up that case, people started mapping the worst case scenario for what Trump and the Republicans would do, particularly in the South, if the court gutted the Voting Rights Act of 1965, the crowning achievement of the civil rights movement. And the before and after looks like the snapback after the end of Reconstruction, after the Civil War. I mean, look at the state of Louisiana there. A third of the population of Louisiana is black. Louisiana's Republican governor canceled congressional elections that are already underway in that state to rush through new maps that will presumably make sure that even though 1/3 of the population of that state is black, there will be no black representation in Congress for Louisiana at all. South Carolina, 1/4 of the population is black. They have one majority-minority district represented by an African-American Democrat, Jim Clyburn. They are going to try to get rid of that one black district so that South Carolina is all white, all Republican in representation, while 1/4 of the people who live in that state are black. In Tennessee, 1 in 6 residents is black. Republicans now want to make sure all 9 congressional seats in Tennessee are white. All 9 of them. They want it to be 9 to nothing, white and Republican. And 1 in 6 people in that state is black. In her dissent from the majority ruling, Justice Elena Kagan said it will likely cause the largest reduction to minority representation since the end of Reconstruction. She probably didn't need to use the word likely there. The war on black Americans that is being waged by this president and this Republican Party is one of the only things they have put their mind to in this past year that they've actually done pretty well at. A comprehensive attack on black public officials and black public power. A comprehensive attack on black public officials in the federal government, black employees in the federal government, black representatives in Congress, and now all around the country, where everywhere Republicans are in charge, they are scrambling to make sure that black public officials can no longer hold office. We're going to talk tonight about the pushback against that and the strategies to make them pay for it, both in Louisiana, which is ground zero here, and around the country. We're going to talk tonight about some surprising pushback from churches and the clergy. We're going to talk tonight about a blistering takedown of Trump and the administration in federal court in Washington in a most unexpected case. But big picture here, we are in the middle of something really radical in this country, not just to get rid of our constitutional republic, to replace our form of government with something else, but to get rid of the multiracial democracy that our Constitution is supposed to protect. It is a war on black America. The fight to save it is looking like it's going to be the fight of all of our lives.
You see that? The dragon is Wroth, baby. The dragon is Wroth, man, and it's taking us to war. He's coming at Judah. You got to understand, he's coming at all of us. Like, we brought up what he's doing down there to Manasseh in Cuba. He's going, dealing with Issachar, Asher. He's going at everybody. But he's got to come at Judah extra hard. You understand? Because Judah's crouching. And once Judah stands up and and roars, that's a problem for him. So that's why Judah has always been the one that they were the most hard on. They, like you got a lot, the other tribes, he allowed them to keep their families together and everything, but he had to dismantle everything with us because Judah is the lead tribe, and if you keep down us, the rest are going to stay down, God. And I always bring up the example real quick. The Black Panthers. When the Black Panthers rose, who rose with them? The Brown Berets, the Mexicans. You had AIM. You had AIM. And then you had the brothers, the Puerto Rican brothers.
Yeah, the Young Lords.
The Young Lords. You understand? They all rose up and was fighting after Big Brother Judah stepped up. You know, had the Native American, you had Gad, you had Issachar, you know what I'm saying? You had Ephraim, Judah, and you know, always sprinkled in Judah is Benji. Benji always ready to go to war with Judah. We may bicker, but he be in there like, yo, come on, you know. Benji always up in there somewhere, man. But you know, that's what it is, man, you know. So after, you know, they chopped off the head, which was what? The Black Panther Party. After they chopped that down, and everything went on down. So that's just a precursor to what's happening here. You understand? And they understand why they have to be on Judah so hard. You know? So they're coming after us because, and then all of those rights that our ancestors fought for wasn't just for us. Everybody benefited from those rights. Issachar benefited from those rights. Ephraim benefited from those rights. Ham, the homosexuals, everybody benefited. But we just really talking about the tribes. Benefited off those rights. So attack on Judah is attack on the whole tribes. It's attack on all the tribes. The dragon is Wroth, baby. He's coming out our head. Yo, give me that Tennessee Republican article. Put that up. Read this article. Yeah, man. It's happening. Slowly but surely. You just got to watch all the signs, man. And look behind it. You know, yeah, we're not about the voting and all that, us, but it's still an attack on Judah and the tribes. And it's just the beginning. Right? Just the beginning. Because they're going to take away all types of rights and then just come at us with the law behind them. Not that they can't do it now, but they have to do it a certain way as far as the world sees them. So they have to do it a certain way. But trust me, they coming at us, baby. All right, when you get a chance, man, let's dig into that article, man.
Okay, I got it.
Come.
It says, Tennessee Republicans pass U.S. House map carving up Memphis days after SCOTUS guts Voting Rights Act. Under pressure from Trump's White House, state GOP lawmakers rushed to create a more favorable U.S. House map ahead of the 2026 midterm. No Jim Crow. I am. All right. It says the Tennessee legislature passed a new U.S. congressional map that will favor Republicans in all 9 of the state's district ahead of this year's midterm election. The bill passed Thursday and is expected to be quickly signed by Governor Bill Lee as state lawmakers face a tight deadline to get the maps approved ahead of the state's August primary election set to take place in 90 days. The new map splits the state's last majority-minority U.S. House district in Memphis across 3 seats as Republicans attempt to flip the last Democratic-held district. Democrats are expected to file a lawsuit over the new map, arguing that Republicans are trying to change the rules too close to the election and that the changes were made based on racial demographics. About 60% of voters in the current U.S. House District 9, which includes the whole city of Memphis, are Black. Man, this map diminishes Memphis, said State Senator London Lamar, a Memphis Democrat, during a speech on the state Senate floor, where she pleaded with Republicans to vote down the map. Racism doesn't become less racist just because it's called partisan. Tennessee finished its legislative session on April 23rd, but Lee called lawmakers back for the special session after the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on April 29th that struck down a provision in the Voting Rights Act. requiring states with a history of racial discrimination like Tennessee to draw majority-minority districts. Let's see. It says the Supreme Court, across several judicial rulings led by its Republican-appointed majority, has emphasized that as long as there is a partisan reason to draw new congressional or state legislative maps, it's legal. Lee and lawmakers were pressured by President Donald Trump to draw a new map as the president faces the prospect of an unfavorable 2026 midterm election result. Traditionally, the party in the White House loses seats in midterm elections, and Trump's approval rating of around 40% is the same as in 2018, where Republicans lost 41 seats and control of the U.S. House. Tennessee lawmakers joined a nationwide race between both parties to draw as many new gerrymandered U.S. House seats as possible. The redistriction efforts, which started last year at Trump's behest, to the Republican-led legislature in Texas, has spread to at least 9 other states, led by both parties. State Senator John Stevens, a Huntington Republican, when introducing the new U.S. House map for his final vote in the state Senate, mentioned several Democratic-controlled legislators where the map have been tilted for partisan advantage. Tennessee is a conservative state, and this map ensures that our congressional delegation reflects that, Stevens said. This is about allowing Tennessee to maximize its partisan advantage. The debate over race and politics have been a key contention throughout the week, as hundreds of protesters descended on the state capitol to push back against the redistricting effort. They don't want to see us win, so they cheat, said Tequila Johnson, the head of the Tennessee Equity Alliance, an organization promoting civic engagement among Black Tennesseans with chapters across the state. Don't get it twisted. This isn't new. This is the same old Tennessee where the Klan was born in Pulaski, Christmas Eve, 1865. The same Tennessee that wrote the first Jim Crow law in the country in 1881. This is the same Tennessee that tried to expel 2 Black lawmakers in 2023. House Speaker Cameron Sexton, a Crossville Republican who led to the efforts in the State House to get the map through, said multiple times the map was about politics and population. No racial data was used, said Sexton when he first presented the map. Sexton comments drew an audible laugh from the crowd. Sexton comments drew an audible laugh from the crowd. Yeah, you can move up just a little. Let me see. From the crowd that attended the various legislative committee this week, state lawmakers also took the extraordinary step of repealing a state law that prevented them from drawing new district mid-cycle and allowed them to do so only every 10 years after the U.S. Census. Republicans last drew a new congressional map in 2022, divided Nashville in a similar style to Memphis in a new district, allowing them to flip the Democratic-held seat. The new map could ensure the state sends no Democrats to Congress next year. As recently as 2020, Tennessee had 2 Democratic congressmen, one based in Nashville and another in Memphis. Campaigns for all of Tennessee's U.S. House seats began earlier this year as the candidate filing deadline was March 10th. In the old Memphis District 9, U.S. Rep. Steve Cohen faced a primary challenge from State Rep. Justin Pearson. There was also competitive primaries in District 5 and 6. With the new map going into effect, candidates now have until May 15 to qualify for the new seats. This gives both parties a chance to find new candidates to run or to reconfigure the current state for each race.
See that? See what's going on there, Yasharala?
Jim Crow.
They bringing it back. They bringing it back to Jim Crow.
Right.
They taking all the little bit of power they gave you, taking a little bit of rights they gave you. They're trying to take it all back, The dragon is raw. That second video, like I put everything in order this time for real.
Oh.
The second video, I want that on.
Okay.
The second video. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Yasharala, this is them making war against us. This is the beginnings of a lot of things to come. They start taking down all of these rights and everything, you know what I'm saying? And then they go to where they can really start to attack and do things like they did back in the day. This is what they're doing. They're scaling back the clock. They're making America great again. Great for them. It was never great for us. This is our jail. You know what I'm saying? This is our jail. This is our punishment. You know?
I got it.
Con, get that. I like Judah stepping up a little bit. I like what he's saying here.
Hold on. Let me
when you get it going, let it rock.
Yeah, let me hold on.
Seminary students last night, and they asked me to capsulize what's happening in Birmingham. And I informed them that the lynching tree is now the legislative chamber. That Jim Crow is now bathed in legal language. That white supremacy is sitting up here wearing Alabama pins. That democracy is once again being dragged to death on the back of somebody's pickup truck with a flag. Violence with neckties on and lipstick. I said this to my students. It has once again been confirmed in the state of Alabama that the garments of segregation, disenfranchisement, racism, and evil are still stylish and fashionable through your social, political, and Christian nationalist religious communities. We are here again because the tips of your hoods have once again signed off on legislation that fractures the political skull of black folk.
Mr. Harris, do you have anything to say about the bill, about the legislation?
This is the legislation because you are speaking against black folk. You don't want us present. You want to erase who we are. You want to erase our history. And the truth is, hell no, we won't go.
Okay, Mr. Harris, thank you for your comment.
I speak to you today as the pastor of the Tabernacle Fellowship of Birmingham, Alabama, but also as the comms director of Black Lives Matter Grassroots Birmingham, Alabama. And we say to you, if we have to meet you at Edmund Pettus Bridge again, we will meet you there. No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
Mr. Eric Hall.
You were getting roused up. The dragon has made war. They rousing Judah up. And I like how that preacher was preaching.
Right.
We gonna meet you there again. Yes, sir. That boiled my blood right there. Huh? Hey, I got one more video. You see what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
That third video in a row. Put that up. Okay. Well, you see what's going on? We just talked about Memphis. Now we're dealing with Alabama, all down there, Mississippi, all of that. They're doing this. You understand? They're bringing back old Jim Crow. And they're starting by taking away all the so-called rights and everything and put them back to where our ancestors had absolutely no rights, like slavery. That's what they're doing. But that's what the dragon is doing. That dragon is Wroth with us. But the more he does to us, the more problems he has. We welcome it.
God, he said to help me your ass halfway. I'll meet you there.
Damn right. Damn right. That's what I'm talking halfway,
about. God damn it. I'm a
hey, why he's looking for that? Oh, you got that video coming? Okay.
Yes, right.
Yeah, there it is. Now this is Memphis when they came out to court. Look at them. Judah rousing up.
And it's crazy. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis ties in with what was it? Egypt. The capital of Egypt was Memphis.
God.
Yeah, actual Egypt. And I seen the pyramid when Yeshua was talking.
Yeah, we was down there.
Yeah. Boy. All
right, play that.
You gotta move, man. You gotta move, man. You gotta move, man. Come on. Don't run. Bullshit ass shit y'all play. Don't run. Look at him. Look at him. Tight suit ass nigga. You think you done did some shit, bald head, baby booty head ass boy. Come on, honey. Long neck ass, boy. Titty face ass, boy. You think you done did something, don't you? Come on, Popeye, skittle face ass, nigga. Look at him. Jimmy Neutron looking at boy. You think you did something, didn't it, boy? Look at him, long ass ass, little shoes ass, nigga. What's up, boy? Swole neck ass, boy. What's up? Say something. Say something. We got his eyes all in that passing, boy. Look at him. Your ass don't look a day over 140. Ugly face ass, yo, nigga. Your ass one step away from the grave, my boy. What's up, man? Yo, fuck with him. Bitch, hit him. 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 Bitch, you gotta move. Bitch, you gotta move, man. You gotta move, bitch.
Look at him. Look. Yeah. That's right, Judah.
You gotta move, boy. You gotta move, boy. You gotta move, bitch. Big ass bitch. Go, boy. Go, boy. Go, boy. Who? What you gonna do? Who you gonna get your ass out of his face? Who you gonna get your ass out of his face? Get your ass out of his face. Bitch, you gotta save him. You gotta save him. Protecting him. Look at you. How the fuck you gonna harm your family at night doing this, nigga? Fuck you talking about? Jimmy Neutron looking at his boy.
Hey.
Screw y'all. Screw y'all in that shit y'all pay. Screw y'all. Screw y'all. Screw y'all in that shit y'all pay.
God. Judah, you excuse the language, but you know, you understand the passion and everything, you know, what's going on there. You know, Judah's starting to rise up. What's that scripture? Is it Micah? Micah 7:5 or 5:7, where
5 and 7.
where the lion's in the cage with him, where he says the young lion.
Yeah, we always talk about that.
Yeah, let's see that, because Judah's getting a little roused up. I told you the YNs are going to be used for something.
Micah 5 and 7. You want that one on the
I want where it says as a young lion, he's going to tear through.
Okay, let me get that right there.
That's Micah 7:5, right?
5 and
5
6
and 7.
7. Yeah.
Okay, because hey, once Judah riles up, boy, it's a problem. Judah start doing all of this, it's a problem, man. Everybody else gonna rise up. Read that.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 5, verse 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord, as a shower upon the grass that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for
Jacob, hold on, Shalakia. Jacob is in the midst of all these people, like over here. We're in the midst of everybody. Come on.
As the showers upon the grass that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of man.
Come on.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people.
In the midst of many people, we're amongst the Gentiles. This big melting pot. This is what he's talking about. Come on.
As a lion among the beasts of the forest. And as a young lion.
As a young lion.
Among the flocks of the sheep.
Among the flocks of the sheep. A young lion amongst sheep, man. That's easy work. Judah gonna rise up in the midst of all of these Gentiles, like a young lion.
Who?
Amongst sheep. Easy work.
Who, if he grow through, both tread it down.
Tread it down.
And teareth in pieces.
And teareth into pieces. You know, we talked about this many times before. The Most High is no joke, right? Because the Most High, this is the setup. You know what I mean? We're here in America amongst all these Gentiles. They're You got the Arabs doing this. You got this one. Everybody's eating off of us, and they think they got us down. You got Moab over here feeding us bad food, cats and dogs, and you know, you got the ones with the liquor store. All of that. They're all surrounding us. Everybody's making money off us. Everybody thinks they got us down. They think that we're trodden down. But that's the trap. What's the saying? They didn't know that they were in the cage with the lion.
Yeah, they thought the lion was locked in the cage with them, not knowing they was locked in the cage with the lion.
They don't know that they're in the cage with the lion.
Yeah.
Because once Judah get the young lion, he rise up, he's going to tread down and tear through. The Most High he's a bad man. He's a bad man. He got them thinking. He got them thinking they got the lion cage. You got Judah cage. Yeah, we got Judah cage, man. We taking all this money. We getting rich off of Judah. This, that, and the third. We got drugs in this community. We this, that, and the third. We got them. Don't even understand that they're in the cage with us. And once we rise up, we're going to tread it down and tear it through. They're going to be like lambs against a young lion. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Kidding me? Read the next verse, baby.
God. Verse 8. Yeah, on Paul, you go to verse 8. Micah 5 and 8. See, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, and as a young lion among the flocks of the sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver.
Here we go.
God. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
God. Verse 8, Micah 5 and 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of the sheep, who if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver.
None can be delivered. Read the next verse. Give me 9.
Verse number 9. Let's get verse 9. Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off.
And all our enemies are going to be cut off. You know, there's going to be that time when Judah's not that crouching lion no more.
God.
Judah ain't going to be an old lion, man. When Judah roar, he going to be that young lion. He going to come through with that new strength. You know what I mean? But who shall rise him up? And that's what the Most High is doing. He's rousing them up, putting this double on us. We rousing up. All praises to the Most High. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 5. No. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 5, 1 through 6, Baba Kasha.
Okay.
All praises to the Most High, man. You know, this is a great time we're living in, guys. This is a great time. Yeah, that dragon is making war with us. You understand? But the Most High has already got it pictured out.
God.
He's already got it going. You understand? We just got to do what we got to do. And I always say this. Remember this, man. When we were in the first Egypt, what did we have to do to get out of there? Did we fight? Did we, use our swords and anything, or did we just walk out?
We just walked out.
Who fought for us?
Yeah.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And Egypt was the most powerful nation at that time. Egypt was the America of the day. Everybody was afraid of Egypt. And our God buckled them for what they did to us. And we walked out. All we got to do is keep the faith and these commandments. And he'll come get us out of this second Egypt. So don't be dismayed on what you see.
God.
Don't be dismayed on what you see, baby. You got to believe in your God. You got to believe in Yahweh. He said, look at the days are old. We just did that. What did we do to get out of Egypt? Not a damn thing. Look at the days are old. He rescued us. He's going to do the same. Second Egypt. Let's go with that Wisdom of Solomon 5, Baba Kashar.
God, it's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse number 1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no accounts of his labors.
So that's what they do. They've done. They afflict us. And they make no accounts of our labors, no reparations, no nothing. Black man did nothing, but we built this country.
Inventions.
You understand? Inventions, everything that Donald Trump put up there. I think everybody saw this. When Donald Trump was like, yeah, America, we did this, we did that, we did this, we did that. Everything that he said America did, it was us who did it. All the technologies and everything that we gave the world. But now we stand boldly in front of this devil as righteous men of the Lord, and we let him know that your kingdom is fallen.
God.
Everything you did to us is coming back on you. Your kingdom is fallen, so the dragon can be raw. But this kingdom's fallen. Read on.
God, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
You see that? When they see it, they're going to be troubled with terrible fear. Come on.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
They're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. Come on.
So far beyond all that they look for.
Yeah, they've never seen this before. Come on.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit.
Shall
say within themselves.
This is what they were saying within themselves, groaning with their spirit. Come on.
This was he? Whom we had sometimes in derision?
This was he? This was these niggas? This was these spics? This was these wetbacks? This was these tontos that we sometimes had in division? Come on.
And a proverb of reproach?
And they call us all types of proverbs for reproach. Come on.
We fools. Accounting his madness.
We fools. They're going to start saying we fools. Come on.
And his end to be without honor.
When our end to be without honor. This is what they thought of us. It says we fools accounted his life madness. They accounted our life madness. And our end would be without honor. But Yahushua's coming, baby.
God.
We're going to get our honor and all our glory back. Come on.
How is he numbered among the children of God?
They said, these niggas, these specks, these wetbacks, how are they numbered of the children of God? Come on.
And his lot is among the saints.
And how they the saints? How? Come on.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth.
This is what they're going to say. Therefore we erred from the way of truth. Come on.
And the light of righteousness have not shined unto us.
And the light of righteousness have not shined unto them. Come on.
And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We worried ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction.
You see that? This is what they do. This is them talking now. They did what?
We worried ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction.
And destruction. Come on.
Yea, we have gone through deserts where they lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
As for the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they have not known it. See, this is what's going to happen. You know, when they start touching us, and they see who we are, this is what they're going to be saying. We made a big mistake. Right. Oh my God. This was you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's us. We got royal blood up in here. Yeah. You messing with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's kids. We're his firstborn. Yeah. All praises to the Most High. Let me get Zechariah 13, 8, and 9, Baba Kashar.
Yeah, they gonna like that movie, Ak. You know you effed up, right?
Yeah, you know you messed up, right? Uh-huh. They're gonna be like, oh my God, this is I didn't know. Like you ever see one of the movies where you see one of the movies where they messing with the little kid, the little guy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he go get the big guy, his big brother step up. You know what I mean? They go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do when they see our big brother, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Crack that sky, baby.
Now everybody want to cop a plea.
Yeah. They want to cop a plea. Nah, ain't no more talking.
God.
Oh, all praises, baby. Give me that Zechariah 13, 8, and 9, Baba Kashar.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, and verse number 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Okay, so that's talking about us, Yasharala. That's the 2/3. Okay, 2 parts, 2/3 of our people are going to cut off and die. But the first part is gonna what?
Shall be left therein.
Okay, left therein. Read on.
Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire.
Through the what?
Through the fire.
Through the what?
Through the fire.
We're going through the fire, baby. There's nothing easy about this. 2/3 got cut off. But he's bringing the first part through the fire. Come on.
And I will refine them as silver is refined.
Because when you put gold into the refinery, you put it in that heat, it comes, you get it out of the ground, it's full of dirt, it's full of muck, it's full of everything, but you pass it through that high heat, and on the other end of that high heat comes that pure and beautiful gold, and that's what the Most High is doing. You understand? He's putting you through these things, he's putting us through these things, so that we could come out as fine gold on the other side, so that we could be an acceptable sacrifice to him. Come on.
And I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will.
We're going to be able to call on his name. Come on.
And I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord is my God.
And they shall say, the Lord is my God. You hear that? You got to go through the fire, baby. Let me get Sirach 2. Let's start at 1, Baba Kashar. Yeah, man, this ain't easy, man. We got some things to go through. We watching the beginning of Jacob's trouble start. You know, we're all going through stuff, but they haven't really gotten at us when they're going to. You understand? According to the scriptures, they haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's coming. Let me get that. Sirach
2 and 1. I got it.
Bring it on down. We're going all the way down to 14.
Okay.
This
is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So when we came into this, you got to prepare your soul for temptation, because you could get tempted to go off and do other things. And you could get tempted to say the white man can be slave. You could be tempted to go off into other doctrines. You could be tempted to go back into the world. Come on.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Set your heart aright and endure. Constantly endure. Come on.
And make not haste in the time of trouble.
Don't make haste in the time of trouble. Come on.
God. Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Cleave unto Yahweh. Make not haste. Cleave unto Yahweh. Unto his word. Cleave. Come on.
that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Because you're going to get an increase at that last end. Come on.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
What is ever brought upon you, take it cheerfully as you can. That is one of the hardest things to do, but you got to do it. When I lost everything and I ended up my butt in the shelter, I took it cheerfully as possible because I knew that the Most High had brought me to a lower state to build me back up. Take it cheerfully. And that was one of the scriptures I constantly taught. Take it cheerfully. Take it cheerfully. Take it cheerfully. Come on.
And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
You got to be patient. When I was down there in a lower state, homeless, in a shelter, low state, I had to be patient. I had to take it cheerfully. I had to be patient because what? I had faith in Yahweh. Matter of fact, when I was in there, I kept saying, yo, Yahweh's, he's getting ready to build me now. I just had that faith. Let's go. I'm about to build now. He done brought me down here, it's time to go up. And that's how I took it. That's how I took the whole thing. And I tell everybody, that was one of the most amazing experiences I ever had. Why? Because it was spiritual and it brought me closer to the Most High. It made me trust him more because I couldn't figure anything out. I had to sit there and let go. They always say, hey, go, let God and let go. We don't. We always trying to figure it out, especially men. But I had no choice but to let go. He had me twisted up and I was saying, Uncle, all right, you got it. And that's all he wanted. And he brought me up out of there, rose me up. And the people in there was like, they ain't never seen nobody go through it that fast. Huh? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean?
God.
Read on. Take it cheerfully, Yasharala.
For gold is tried in the fire.
Oh, gold is tried in the fire. Come on.
And acceptable men.
And what?
Acceptable men.
Acceptable men. Who are acceptable men? Acceptable men and women. We just came from Zechariah. Zechariah said that acceptable men were going through the furnace. Right? So that's the 1/3. You're a part of the 1/3 right now. Are you going to stay a part of the 1/3? Because you're an acceptable man. You're an acceptable woman right now. Because you were invited to the race. 2/3 ain't invited. The other nations ain't invited. But you're invited to go through this. To prove yourself. You're an acceptable man. You're an acceptable woman. To be chosen to go through these hardships. Come on.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
In the furnace of adversity. Come on.
Believe in him, and he will help thee.
Believe in him. I believed in him, and he got me out that shelter like that. 4 months. There was people in there 2 years, 3 years.
Damn.
I went through 4 months. I believed in him. Come on.
Order thy way aright and trust in him.
Order thy way aright and trust him. I trusted him. I said, I give up, Father. It's all you. You got you got it. You got control. There's nothing I could do here. I'm just gonna follow you. Come on.
Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy.
He that fear the Lord, we wait for his mercy. I waited for that mercy, baby. Come on.
And go not aside.
Go not aside. Lest thee fall. No. I ain't going aside. I ain't going to do this. I'm following you, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Come on.
Ye that fear the Lord, believe him.
I believe him. Do you? Do you believe? that this dragon that has Wroth with us and is going to take us to war? Do you believe in your God that he's going to save you from it? Do you believe in your God that this is what he's doing it for? For you? Do you believe that? I do. Come on.
And your reward shall not fail.
And I know our reward won't fail as long as we step on and keep doing what we're supposed to do. He doesn't lie. We lie. We cheat. We do all that. He's been steady the whole time. He's not a man that he shall lie. Trust in him. Come on.
Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good.
I hope for good. And I hope for good for all of us. Come on.
And for everlasting joy and mercy.
We're looking for that everlasting joy and mercy. We want the kingdom. Come on.
Look at the generations of old.
Look at the generations of old. We just did that with the Egypt thing. Look at the generations of old. Come on.
And see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
And see that if any who trust in the Lord trusted him and was confounded. No. You go all through this book. Everybody against all types of odds believed in Yahweh and he delivered them. We could go to the lions then with Daniel. You know?
God.
You can go anywhere in this book and see that if you trust him, he got you. Come on.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
And if anybody abide in his fear and was forsaken? No. That's why we look to the days of old. Come on.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Who? Who did he ever despise that called upon him? He tells you, call upon me. Come on.
God. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy.
Full of compassion and mercy for his children. Come on.
Long suffering.
Long suffering. All praises he's long suffering. Come on.
And very pitiful.
Uh-huh.
And forgiveth sins.
To forgive his sin. What's that? At 14?
11.
Come on. Bring me down to 14.
And saveth in time of affliction.
He saves us in times of affliction. Come on.
Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands.
Woe be to the fearful. Woe be to the fearful. Woe means destruction. To the ones that fear and don't have faith and don't believe with feeble hands. Come on.
God. And faint hands and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
Woe unto the unbeliever.
Therefore,
woe unto the one that doesn't believe, that doesn't have faith that the Most High is going to do what he's going to do. No matter what you see in front of you. Just know he's going to deliver you. Come on.
Therefore shall he not be defended.
So he said, because you don't believe, I'm not going to defend you. Because you don't trust me, you're on your own. Come on.
That's heavy.
That's it.
Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you?
You see that? Woe unto you who lost patience. You got a lot of people in this faith who lost patience. Oh, Yahweh Shai is supposed to be came back. Oh, this and that. And go back into the world. And that's what he's saying there. But what you going to do when he show up? Huh? How you going to show up? How you going to act when he show up? How? And he walked by you and you say, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and he look at you and he say, I never knew you.
Damn.
Huh? Nah, man. Keep that faith up, baby. The dragon is Wroth, and he's making war with us. But it's still a fixed fight.
God.
It's still a fixed fight, guys. Don't lose your faith. All right, baby. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 3. Con, give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3. We're going to start at 1 down to 8.
Yeah, now they switching up every damn thing, boy.
Huh?
I said now they switching up everything, boys. Just
yeah, they doing all of this new crap, man. Throws you off.
Yeah, man. You said Wisdom of Solomon 3?
Yes, starting at 1.
All right, I got you. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, and verse number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let me share this one. I got it.
We're going down to 8.
All right, Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God.
The souls of the righteous are in the hands of Yahweh. Come on.
And there shall no torment touch them.
No torment shall touch them because he got the souls. Come on.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
In the sight of the unwise, we just seem to die. We die for this, right? Come on.
And their departure is taken for misery.
And our departure is taken for misery. Some of us going to die for this. Come on.
And they're going from us to be utter destruction.
They think that going is going to be utter destruction for us. Come on.
But they are in peace.
But we'll be in peace. Come on.
For though they be punished in the sight of men.
Though we be punished in the sight of men. Come on.
Yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yet we fighting for our crown. Our hope is full of immortality, baby. That kingdom. Come on.
And having been a little chastised.
If you die for this, that the Most High is saying that's a little chastising. Having been a little chastised, come on.
They shall be greatly rewarded.
We're going to be greatly rewarded. The kingdom. Come on.
For God proved them.
Uh-huh.
And found them worthy for himself.
The Most High God is proving us and making us worthy for himself. Do you understand the honor in even being to be able to try to do that? Like, do you understand the honor in that? Like, yo.
Damn.
I get tongue-tied sometimes, man, because that overwhelms me, man. The honor that he's bestowing upon us, man. Out of billions of people, he's trying to make us worthy for himself.
Damn. Hey, the Lord is immortal, man.
Do you see the gravity of that?
Damn, that's heavy.
Come on.
Jeez, the Lord is immortal, King. So it's like he talking about a little chastisement. You die or whatever. That's nothing. Like
that's nothing.
He can give you immortality. He's the ancient of days.
That's right.
He can make you forget all the pain and suffering, everything you went through in the snap of a finger, this and that. And like, damn, that's heavy, man.
And guess what? That's our dad. That's our father. What?
That's, man.
Sometimes I just wrap my head around some things, man, or I try to, like situations like this, man. You know, you got to understand what's being said here, man. The heaviness. Out of billions of people on the earth, he's chosen you. You. To be worthy of himself, to put through the fire. You're an acceptable man. You're an acceptable woman. You were chosen. to go through these tests, these trials and tribulations, to be acceptable to him. Read on.
As gold in the furnace,
There's that gold again. There's the gold again in the furnace. Come on.
Have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering?
Do you hear that?
Man.
The Most High God is saying that I put you through the fire to make you worthy for myself and to be a burnt offering, because we are the living sacrifice. We are the living sacrifice. And we be worthy to be the living sacrifice of our God, like his son was. Huh? You understand the gravity of that? Go ahead.
And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine.
When we come back, because remember, they took our bodies, we died. But in the time of our visitation, because we're coming back, come on.
They shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
Like run to and fro like sparks on the stubble.
Yeah, lightning boy.
Sound like Esau right there. All right. Esau for stubble.
God.
You know what I mean? Come on.
They shall judge the nations.
We're going to judge the nations. Come on.
And have dominion over the people.
And have dominion over the people. This is what we want, we fighting for. This is what the Most High is choosing you to fight for. This is what? To rule with him. Judge the nations, rule over the people. I don't understand. I don't think our people really understand the gravity of what those words mean.
God.
Because we're so full of Stockholm syndrome still that we don't even see ourselves as being great like that. We still see a nigger in the mirror. We still see a wetback in the mirror. We don't see that crown. We don't see Yahweh in us. These are some powerful, powerful scriptures, y'all.
God.
Powerful. So what? The dragon made Wroth and made war with us. You kill me, I'm fighting for my crown.
God.
You kill me, I'm fighting for immortality. You kill me, the scriptures say I'm coming back and kill you. Judge the nations.
And have power. Spiritual powers.
Powerful, man. People got to understand the gravity of these scriptures, man. Okay, let me get Second Ezra's 9. We're going to work it on down to 13. Then I got another article.
1 through 13?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Con. I got it. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse number 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And
when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Okay. So it's saying, measure the times. And that's what we do. We're watchers. Measure the time. Okay. Iran's doing this. Russia's doing this. America's doing this. Measure the time. We got earthquake over here. We got this over here. We got tornadoes tearing up this. We got winter storm over here. We got this. Measure the times. Be a watcher. He's saying as soon as you start to see certain things, you're going to know that the Most High, the highest, is going to come and visit the earth. So measure the time. Be a watcher. Read on.
Therefore, when they shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Earthquakes, uproars of people in the world. Come on.
Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
So he's been speaking about these times and letting you know. You understand? These times are here. Once you start to see this, this is when you better get it together. This is what he's saying to the saints. The rest of the people don't understand, but the saints, he's saying, hey, will you start to see this thing here? Get yourself together. Because when I come, you got to be without spot or blemish. Otherwise, I never knew you. This is why you got to watch. This is what he's saying. Come on.
For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end.
Everything has a beginning and an end. So does this world. Come on.
And the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest. You're seeing it being manifest right now. It's coming. That's why the dragon is wroth. Because we keep prophesying his downfall.
God.
Come on. Come on.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works.
He's got the wonders and powerful works. Come on.
And endings in effects and signs.
And endings and signs. Come on.
Plain as day, man. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. And by his
work. Wait, say that again, please.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
By his works, the law, statutes, and commandments. Come on.
And by faith.
And by faith in Yahweh. That's how you're going to get saved. The fundamentals, law, statutes, and commandments, and your faith in Yahweh. We need both, baby.
God.
Come on.
Whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land.
So he's saying you're going to be preserved from them set perils and see the salvation of his land. Come on.
And within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
From the beginning. He sanctified us from the beginning. Come on.
Then shall they be in a pitiful case. Which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Okay, so this is what he's saying here. He said, you know, you got the people that are saying the Christian church, it's saying that the laws are done away with it. But that's going to be for their destruction. Read that again.
Then shall they be in a pitiful case.
They're going to be in a pitiful case. Come on.
Which now have abused my ways.
See, they're abusing his ways. They say, oh, yeah, everybody could be saved. Oh, I could do this and just come before the altar. I could do this. We don't have to follow the commandments. We can do Easter. We can do this. We can do Christmas. We can do Valentine's Day. We can do whatever we want. They're abusing him. Read that again.
Then shall they be in a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
Use the Most High's ways. Come on.
And they that have cast them away despitefully.
And they that had cast them away despitefully, meaning the commandments, despitefully, come on.
Shall dwell in torments.
Shall dwell in torment. The Christian church got to get it together. It's going to dwell in torment. You cast away his law, statutes, and commandments. You're going to dwell in torment. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Read on.
For such as in their life have received benefits.
See, they receive benefits. Come on.
And have not known me.
They haven't even known him. They're receiving benefits, the grace, and everything. And they haven't known him because they don't know his commandments. Come on.
And they that have loathed my law.
They that have loathed his law. Oh, come on, man. Christian church loathes his law. Come on.
While they had yet liberty. And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
So while they had liberty, that's your grace, that they just say, all I need is grace, but they despise the law. He said, right now you got liberty to come on home with this.
Got that window.
Read that again.
And they that have loathed my law, and while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
While repentance was opened up to them, come on.
Understood not, but despised it.
They understood not. They thought that grace was sufficient enough. They despised his laws. Oh, the laws are done away with. The laws is sin. The laws is a burden. The laws is that. Christ came and did all of this. No. No. This scripture is saying what it's saying. You're not coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You despise the laws while you still have time to come back and repent. Come on.
The same must know it after death by pain.
Death by what?
By pain.
By what?
By pain.
Death by pain. You think the Most High playing?
Yo.
Man, my Christian brothers and sisters better get it together, man, because they're going to have death by pain. You despise his laws. You just throw them away while you yet had liberty to come and repent and join and do these laws, statutes, and commandments and keep faith. And you got the other side, the Old Testament. They got days coming too.
God.
Because they read the book, they read the laws and everything, but they don't believe in Yahweh. So they're going to get destroyed too. This ain't no game. The dragon was wrong. All right, King. Let me get that second article. How Trump's what he did with the federal jobs.
Okay.
The federal job cuts. How Trump cut the federal jobs.
Okay.
Gone. All praises to the Most High, man. You know, when I first started putting this together, man, you know, it was because I started to see, you know, some of the things. Well, somebody was sending me some things, and I started to see all of that, and I'm like, yo, this dragon is making war. He's tearing us down bit by bit. Go ahead and read when you're ready.
Okay, go on. Federal work shape a black middle class now is destabilized by Trump's job cuts. All right, let me see. Shirley Hopkins built careers for herself and countless other black workers through a federal government job. While working in the National Institutes of Health Human Resources Office, she became known as the recruitment lady. It wasn't spelled out in her job description, but she made it her personal mission to encourage more black students in the Washington, D.C. area to apply for the federal agency internship and youth employment programs. When I was young, I was not able to find employment, Hopkins says. I was not going to have it the way it was when I was coming up. I was going to let them be a part of something and let them get a job and work and be responsible. The 81-year-old retired, now living in Prince George County, one of the wealthiest majority black counties in the country, remember how proud her mother was when she secured her first federal job caring for her young cancer patients in NIH clinical trials as a nurse aide. She didn't say it, but it was like, you made it. You moved on up. Hopkins says about her mother, who earned money doing hairdressing inside her DC home and domestic work at other people's houses. Some of the people she used to work for, they worked for the federal government, and she knew how important it was. Working for the U.S. government also came with the kinds of benefits and job stability that have attracted many black federal employees for generations. Now, Trump administration's slashing of government jobs, ongoing hiring freeze, and attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs are upending what has been a long-standing path into the middle class for many black workers, including some Hopkins helped recruit. The exact numbers and demographics of the workers affected by the ongoing federal job cuts are hard to come by, but the government's latest public data from September 2024 shows black people make up 18.5% of the federal civilian workforce, while their share of the general U.S. population, according to the 2020 census, stands at 14.8%. At some agencies, including the Department of Education, Treasury, and Housing and Urban Development, black employees make up about a third or more of the staff. Let me see. Many federal agencies employ large shares of black employees. Compared with their share of the U.S. population, 14.8%, black people make up a disproportionately higher share of the federal civilian workforce overall, 18.5%, as well as the staffs of most cabinet level and independent agencies with 1,000 or more employees, according to data as of September 2024. Okay. Showing court service. Damn. Yeah, there's a lot out. Jeez.
What you got?
No, I'm just reading through the chart. Department of Education. Damn, we damn near 25% of that. Equal Employee Opportunity Commission, almost 30% of it, 36% right there. Small Business Administration, 34%. Social Security Administration, 30%. Damn. Department of Treasury, National Archives and Records, National Science Foundation, we're 27%. Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of numbers. Jeez.
Trying to take us down, man.
Right. Look at that. Court Services and Offender Supervision Agency for the District of Columbia. Damn, almost 80%. Jeez. Damn, that's a lot. All right. You're talking about a disproportionate number of black people who are going to be profoundly affected by these broad brush strokes, says Frederick Gooden Jr., an associate history professor at Texas Christian University, who wrote American Dream Deferred, Black Federal Workers in Washington, D.C. The path from a post-World War II boom in federal jobs to today's uncertainty. It's very difficult to tell the story of the black middle class without the federal government's role in employing black individuals. Gooden explains. A major turning point was World War II, when Gooden says black Americans for the first time had doors open to them that really weren't open before under Jim Crow segregation. With World War II breaking out and there simply being a supply need for more bodies, many black Americans took advantage of meritorious avenues for employment, Gooden says. The federal government in many ways became a leader modeling for the private sector what a true equitable environment would look like. It didn't matter what you look like, it mattered how fast you could type, then you would get the job. Decades later, the federal jobs for Calvin Stevens was at the General Service Administration, where he built a career spanning more than 30 years that began with inspecting furniture, hand tools, and office supplies at a GSA warehouse in Atlanta. I was really, truly blessed, says the 78-year-old Air Force veteran. Federal employment allowed me to move into the middle class before this year. These jobs were stable as long as you did your job and performed well. Stevens says that his federal salary and benefits allowed him and his wife to live a comfortable life and send their 3 children to college. We didn't buy extravagant stuff, but we did take the kids on vacations, as Stevens, who owned his home in Decatur, Georgia. I think that's it. Keep going?
Yeah.
Let me see, where is it at? All right, it says, but the most fulfilling part of civil service for him, he says, is that it allowed him to reach back and help somebody else, because I didn't have to worry about where my next dollar was going to come from because I was fully employed. Stevens says he took every opportunity the agency offered to advance his career, like fellowships paid for by his employer, and it paid off. Stevens was promoted several times before he retired in 2009 as a GS-14. One of the top levels of supervisory positions in the federal government. It's one example of long-term career growth that some Black workers have found in the federal sector. Working for a federal agency has offered clear and structured paths for promotion and professional development. That can be difficult to find at a private employer, says David Groves, a retired equal employment opportunity officer for the Department of Veterans Affairs, who is the president of Blacks in Government, an advocacy organization created by Black federal employees in 1975. Still, Black federal employees trying to advance through the ranks of the civil service can be a bumpy road. Stevens says he endured challenges along the way, including prejudices and biases. As Trump officials continue their push at federal agencies to dismantle DEI programs, which the administration has called illegal and immoral, Gooden is concerned Black workers who remain in the federal government will be left in a very vulnerable position. If there's one employer in our country that should feel obligated to uphold these ideas of truth, justice, equity, and opportunity, it would be the federal government, Gooden adds. It really just opens up the door for the private sector not to adhere to the laws that we've agreed to in the first place. Federal job cuts bring shifting winds for Black families and communities. Until recently, the instability of many federal jobs today would have been unthinkable for Kevin Abernathy, a nephew of Hopkins, the retired NIH staffer who was pushed by his aunt to apply for his first summer job with the federal government as a teenager. For years, Abernathy's career advice to his own 4 children was consistent. If you don't make millions of dollars catching a football or shooting a basketball, then the government is where you want to be. Back in 1994, months after the birth of his first son, Abernathy abandoned his dreams of becoming a comedic actor to start work as a letter carrier with the U.S. Postal Service. I went there because of the stability, and that's why I'm still here, says Abernathy, who now delivers on what he calls a retirement route in Potomac and served as a union steward for the National Association of Letter Carrier Branch 3825. To find his own stability, Abernathy's eldest son, however, recently took a turn toward a different career path. Now an adult with his own baby and facing Trump's call to shrink the federal workforce, he decided in January to leave a government job to join the private sector. Things are a little shaky. We don't know what's going to be happening, Abernathy says. With more firings expected at many federal agencies in the weeks ahead, federal jobs may start to look less attractive to more Black workers, and that could end up hurting their chances of securing positions in the private sector in the long run, says Marcus Casey, an associate professor of economics who researched social mobility at the University of Illinois, Chicago. A lot of college-educated Black white-collar workers often go through the federal service first to gain experience, skills that they can add to their resume and take to their private sector. Casey explains, if that gets shut off, that might lead to a decrease in the pathways to the private sector. Anytime you're shutting off a potential pathway, especially for a group that's historically had more difficulties in moving directly into the private sector, That stands to be important. Other ripple effects of the federal job cuts may appear in the D.C. suburbs in Maryland. That U.S. government work has helped turn into the country's two wealthiest majority Black counties, says Chris Marsh, a sociologist and demographer at the University of Maryland and the author of Love Jones' Cohorts, Single and Living Alone in the Black Middle Class. Let me see. Black families in Prince George County and Charles County will look very different. I don't want it to be all doom and gloom, but it's probably not going to look as impressive as it look now. If that's the word we want to use, Marsh says, there's a lot of research that talks about the fragility of the Black middle class. How the Black middle class in some ways might be one of the 2 paychecks away from poverty. Not because they don't save, but because of structural forces. Trump officials' shrinking of the federal workforce have left Marsh wondering how aware the administration is that it is likely to shrink the Black middle class living in and around the nation's capital. Is that by design, or is it that just like a happenstance of what's happening right now? Marsh asks. The White House press office did not respond to NPR's request for comment. For a Black employee placed on administrative leave and waiting for a potential firing at the Department of Health and Human Services, another question is, what else can this administration do to slash federal governments? It feels like my whole world is just knocked off its axis by no fault of mine, says HHS staffer, who NPR has agreed not to name because she fears retaliation at work. Worried about how she would make her mortgage and car payments without federal employment going forward, the first generation college graduate says that, as a Black woman in America, the American dream always felt like a facade, just knowing how America has historically perceived Black and brown people. People who aren't white and on top of the food chain, but with an HHS job that allowed her to make a 6-figure salary and send her child to private school, she says it started to feel like she was living an American dream. And now it feels like it's being taken away, she adds. That's it.
You see that? You see them attacking those major Black counties. You understand, where a lot of the wealth was. It's like 2 of the wealthiest Black counties, and they're taking them away. You understand? They're breaking us down, to do what they're going to do. The dragon is Wroth. He's starting with this. All right, you put up that 800,000 Black Americans lost their jobs. Put that up. That's a little video. It's a lot going on, Yasharella. It's a lot going on. This dragon is definitely doing what he's doing. They're trying to make America great again for them. They want you back into your subservient. They don't want you making money. They don't want you being able to do things. They want you down so that they can control you. Does he got that?
I'm controlling it. I got it.
Oh, that's you doing it?
Yeah, because he already left to work. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The jobs report came.
My man.
Okay.
Yeah, this gentleman right here.
Increase in jobs that was higher than what was anticipated. You still, of course, are dealing with an economy that is being significantly harmed by the war in Iran. Gas prices are high, but 115,000 jobs were added based on the report, 185,000 last month. Now, what does that mean? Where do we stand when it comes to the Black unemployment rate, the rate for Black men, the rate for Black women? We've seen 800,000 plus African Americans lose their job in the last year. Unemployment rate remains unchanged at 4.3%. So, Morgan Harper, Director of Policy and Advocacy of the American Economic Liberties Project, joins us right now. So, Morgan, it's unchanged at 4.3%, but what does it mean for Black people?
And really picking up off of what y'all were talking about, I mean, the war is also hitting the economics. And so the fact that we're seeing, this kind of disparity between the general unemployment rate, which has stayed steady, but then the Black unemployment rate that's continuing to increase at 7.3%. I will note, it's interesting because the other group that's hitting that kind of high level of unemployment rate are young people 20 to 24, also even a higher unemployment rate, 7.6%. So these numbers, as we've become very accustomed to, are telling a more complex story, though the administration continues to tell, oh, things are stable, we're creating jobs. The average rate of job growth per month continues to decline and has been lower than this time last year. There's a couple other things that I would note, and actually picking up off the point of the federal workforce. What is driving this increase in Black unemployment? Absolutely the elimination of federal jobs. And like we've talked about, it's not just what the jobs are, it's the type of job. Those are stable jobs. So that's been hitting people. The lack of transportation related jobs, that is typically a big employer of Black men, also going down. But that we are seeing, again, that it's only the healthcare jobs that seem to be really creating a lot of momentum here. And the overall promise that we've been sold that manufacturing jobs, well, that continues to decline as well. There's a couple other warning signs I would point to, and I think, we've maybe mentioned them before, but we're continuing to see the same trend this month, so I'm going to say them again, is not just the overall stat of unemployment, but also who is leaving the workforce, or how long is it taking people, if they are looking for a job, how long is that taking overall? And both of those numbers, we're seeing uptick. So it's taking people longer to find a job when they're looking. And then there's an increase in people who are just saying, you know what, I give up. I'm not even going to bother looking for a job right now. Interestingly, on that last one, that's something that, though it sounds like a negative thing, based on how unemployment is calculated, it could actually help to stabilize and lower the unemployment. So that's just a little function of how that's calculated. And then another thing I would point to is the wage growth. So that's been not growing that quickly at all. And in fact, there's expectations that when we learn the inflation rate next week, inflation's going to be rising faster than wage growth, meaning we're not making enough money to keep up with how expensive everything is. That's probably going to come as a shock to no one, right? Who's dealing with all these increasing gas prices, increase in food, all of the goods that we need to just survive are going up and up and up. The labor market is not paying people enough likely to keep up with that rising expense. And so I think all of this is really consistent with, this term people have probably heard about, the K-shaped economy, that, if you have already, you're going to continue to do well and see your growth go up and your financial situation. And then if you don't, you're going to continue to go down and down, people at the lower end of things. That's kind of the story that's in these numbers. And it's both for consumers, I would say, but then also something, we're seeing with businesses, because the hiring is happening with much larger larger companies, and then businesses that seem not very small at all, that might not be employing that many people. But the small and medium-sized businesses that really drive a lot of the economic activity, especially when we're looking at the local, regional level, they are not doing the hiring. And like we've talked about before, that's a set of businesses that have been really hit by the tariffs and a lot of these other pressures in the economy that maybe if you're a really, really large company, you can kind of absorb because you're able to price gouge and pad your profits. But if you're a small, medium-sized business, you don't really have anywhere to go to deal with all of this.
Every month, this Airbnb pays about $2,700 in semi-passive.
Well, it is, listen, it is, of course, now the MAGA folks are just claiming how, oh my God, everything is great and wonderful, but prices are still jacked up. Affordability is a real issue. And Trump's polling numbers show that. And I saw this mad this week. I don't know if you saw this, Morgan, where it contrasted how these Republican senators responded to high gas prices under Obama and how they don't even want to talk about give any interviews about gas prices under the twice impeached, criminally convicted felon in chief Donald Trump.
Yeah, the consistency is not the name of the game for the Republican Party these days. That is no surprise. But yeah, I mean, these prices are crazy. Like here in Columbus, it's almost $5 a gallon for regular gas. This is not something I've ever seen in my lifetime. And they can try to pretend all they want that this isn't happening or it's not directly because of the war in Iran that is not over, despite what they say. But I think we'll probably see a different story being told in the midterms, hopefully, because yeah, I mean, none of this was necessary, and it is all attack on Black people, Black working class. But to the point of the K-shaped economy thing, you know, we have to continue to make sure that we're all on the same page here about who is responsible for this. We're all being impacted by it, maybe to different degrees, but there is a layer of our country right now, and especially our community, that is being, in an accelerated fashion, being left behind and in economic devastating conditions. So I just want to also build off the point y'all were making about the need to organize, mobilize. It's an emergency. I would say it's an emergency situation.
Indeed it is. Questions for Morgan? Candace, you go first.
So Morgan, I'm wondering, what can you tell us about maybe the next 6 to 12 months based upon what you're seeing now? Anything that you can predict?
Well, you know, it's a great question, and it's kind of hard to say. And, you know, picking back up on that point about small and medium-sized businesses, I mean, why are they not hiring? Because they have no idea what's going on. I mean, in addition to things being more expensive, but it's really difficult to plan. And so, you know, I don't, anyone who's saying they know exactly where we're going, I think is not being truthful. And in fact, it's been kind of interesting to see even a lot of these, you know, Wall Street analysts that tend to be pretty confident in their predictions about what's happening, not being willing to go too far out on what, you know, could be going on month to month, and actually all about the caveats of like, well, this is just a month. Well, something else could happen. So yeah, I think it's really difficult to say. You know, we've chatted about this before on the show. It's just a time to, you know, kind of bide your time if you can. Try to be a little bit more conservative economically right now, because it's really, really unclear. And like taking, and, you know, and Roland, I don't know if y'all have talked about this before, but taking, oh, sorry. I was just going to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Taking something like the gas prices, for example. I mean, you know, they're trying to make it seem like, oh, we reached some deal and then everyone's gas prices are going to go down. But, you know, as probably a lot of us know, is like, no, these things, they lag by a couple of months. And so even by some stroke of God, if they were to figure out some resolution to this thing, it's not going to immediately result in lower prices. It's not going to immediately make the airlines feel like their jet fuel expenses are going to be lower, so they'll be able to bring prices down. It's going to have some lasting effects and take some time to have this.
Michael.
Morgan, I was wondering, what impact do you see AI, artificial intelligence, impacting these job numbers, or maybe impacting the numbers that we're seeing so far for this year for the first quarter? You know that it's eliminating jobs, but like, what impact are you seeing in the data coming from AI?
This is another really good question. And it's been interesting because there's been some data and studies coming out right now that's kind of saying, you know, maybe right now we're not actually seeing a lot of jobs that are being lost because of AI, but probably what's more likely is a lot of companies that are using the AI excuse to lay a lot of people off because it provides a convenient cover right now.
She got stuck. You there, King?
Some people. So it's not to say that AI.
Damn, I wanted to hear that AI part too. Hey, listen, if it's acting up, man, we can roll on, man. You there, bro? Kari, are you there?
Yeah, Shalom. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. If we're having problems with that video, most of it went through. I did want to hear the AR part. But if it's not going to work, let's get it down, man, and keep it moving.
Hold on.
To make sure that we're applying some degree of skepticism in the labor market. It absolutely is. I think it's some.
Hold on. Let me try to share it again.
Little technical difficulties, Shalakia, guys.
Yes, we're already seeing some of those impacts. But when we look at, a lot of these big layoffs numbers, I think we do need to make sure that we're applying some degree of skepticism to, just not taking companies at their word and really, questioning what exactly is the reason why they're laying people off. But, of course, regardless, the result is somebody is losing their job. And so I do think, especially looking ahead, like take, for example, like the legal profession, I think that's one where, people are expecting AI will have an impact and just like who's able to get hired. And especially young people already facing some of the headwinds in the economy with the higher unemployment rate. I think that's going to be important for them to think about, okay, which industries are more susceptible to some of these shocks from AI being used and especially impacting more entry-level positions.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name just by thinking about it.
All right, you can take that down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back to some scriptures. But all praises, man. You see, now the AI, people have got to worry about the AI. Plus, Donald Trump laying off people and, going in there with the DEI and the richest black counties. He's taking them down because he's taking their jobs. You understand? So it's an overall attack, but it's subtly, being done. But if you heard the white lady in the beginning, she said they've had an all-out war on Judah, on the so-called Black Americans. It's an all-out war. So let's get to let me get 2nd Ezra 7 and 5. No, we just did that. Shalakia. Let me get Psalms 34, 17 to 26. Let's get in the book of Psalms. Now, I'm going to try to speed this up. I know it's a weeknight because, I can go. I'm going to try to speed this up some. Let's get on these scriptures. I don't think I'm going to do the next article. Yeah, let's rock these scriptures, man. You there?
Yeah, I got
let's
it.
Get into these scriptures. Come on.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 34, and verse number 17.
Mm-hmm.
The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth. And delivereth them out of all their troubles.
And he delivereth us. You understand? Out of all our trouble. Come on.
The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart. And saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Let me see. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of all of them.
But the Lord always delivers us. Many are the afflictions, but the Lord always delivers us. I mean, everything that we've been reading today has always been about us being afflicted and the Most High coming and doing what he does and saves us. And do you have the faith in that? You understand? Are you believing in your God when this dragon is on your back? Do you believe that you're going to be saved? Or do you believe what you see in front of you? Read on.
Verse number 20. He keepeth all his bones, and not one of them is broken.
He keepeth your bones, and none of them are broken, baby. Come on.
Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate.
What? They what?
Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate.
They that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Most High ain't playing with these people. Come on.
God. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
What? What did he say?
The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
None of us who trust in him shall be desolate. Seems like a common theme, huh?
God.
Trust in the Most High through all of this stuff that's coming. He's going to deliver you. Do you believe that, Israel? Come on.
A Psalm of David. Oh, that's Psalms 35 now. I think that's it.
You finished that? Up to 26, I wanted.
What you wanted? Psalms 34.
I wanted, 34. We started at 17. I wanted to go to 26.
You talking about Psalms 34?
Con.
Yeah, there's no, it's up to 22.
Okay. Then we went to 2-2?
Yeah.
All right, then my bad.
No, you good.
Okay, let's go to 2 Corinthians 12 and 9, Baba Kashar.
Okay. Let me get 2 Corinthians 12 and 9.
Yeah, man, you know, when I first started seeing all of these things come through, I was like, okay, you know, let me get it in with let me put this class together because, you know, we gotta be able to endure all of these things that are coming, you know. So I said, let me put this together, man, to give the saints something to think about. You ready?
God. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse number 9.
Come on.
And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
His strength is made perfect in your weakness. So where you're weak, he's strong. You understand?
Come on.
His strength is perfect in your weakness. Come on.
Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me.
You see that? So he rather glory in his infirmities because he knew the power of Christ, because like he said, that's where his strength's at. His weakness is actually his strength because Yahushua got that. That's why he glorified in his infirmities. Come on.
God.
You done on that?
Therefore,
no, let's go to Romans 8 and 18.
Okay. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse number 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
You see that? The suffering of this time, it doesn't compare to the glory that you're about to get. So we're going to suffer. The dragon has made war. But this is not comparing to what we're going to get. So stay strong and stay focused, Israel. That it on that? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
Okay. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse number 13.
Come on.
There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able.
He's not going to tempt you with something that you can't handle. He's not going to give you more than you can bear. Whatever he put on you, you can handle. You may not think you can handle it, but you can handle it. He may have put it on you to pull your strength out so that you sit on top of that and be like, hey, yeah, I got that. You come out with more spiritual muscles. Like, that was nothing, man. But it seemed like something at the time. So he's never putting anything on you to kill you. He's putting things on you to bring you through, to guide you, bring you through the fire, to mold you, to bring things out of you, to make you stronger, make your faith stronger in him. These are why he does these things. He doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. Come on.
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape?
Also, he gives you a way to escape. Come on.
That ye may be able to bear it.
That you be able to bear it. It's just a fixed game, man. We just got to believe in him. That's why he says, my yoke is light. Like, deal with me, man. I got you. Give me Romans 5:34, Baba Kushar.
God. Yeah, the fix is in.
That's it, man.
You said Romans 5:34, or because there's no
5:34.
There's no 34.
Really?
Yeah.
Romans what Romans, what is this? It's 5. Why do I have it that way? All right, let's go to 2 Corinthians 4:16. I got to go back over that. Maybe it's my handwriting.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse number 16.
Con.
For which cause we faint not. But though our outward man perish.
Though our outward man perish, come on.
Yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
But the inward man is renewed day by day. This is what you're working on. This is why we fast. This is why we pray. This is why we read the scriptures. This is why we meditate in the word, because we're getting our spiritual man up. That's the one. This body right here, it returns. It dies, and then it stinks. But this what's in me that runs this body, that's what we need to be building up. Come on. 16, 17. Yeah.
For our light affliction, which is but for a moment.
Light affliction, which is but for a moment. Come on.
Worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
But for the weight of glory. You see a pattern here? You know what I'm saying? There's a pattern here. You understand? You ain't gonna get the kingdom nicely. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some things. You got to believe. You got to go through some afflictions. You got to go through some pains. You got to go through some sorrows. But none of them have anything on what you're going to receive. That's just like working out, right? When you're working out hard because you got the vision of that perfect body that you want. Well, this is what that's about. Except this is we're going to have the perfect bodies. We're going to have the perfect everything in this kingdom. We're going to be to God's standard of beauty. You think you cute now? Wait till your Howard give you your other body.
God.
That doesn't get sick. Huh? That can do all types of stuff that the superheroes do. Scale walls and all of that. You kidding me?
Jeez, man.
Run fast and never get tired.
God.
This is what we getting, man. Stay on target. Look at me, James, man. James 1:2-4, Baba Kushar.
Okay. This book of James, chapter 1 and verse number 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation.
Count it all joy. Come on.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
The trying of your faith, it works patience now. Now this is here the patience of the saint. You got faith. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're impatient. They lose their faith. It's, man, they've been talking that for 20 years. Right. They lost patience. It says patience are the saints. Come on.
But let patience have her perfect work.
Uh-huh.
That ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Exactly. Let patience have its perfect work. Be patient. Yasharala. Let me get Joshua 1 and 9, Boba Kashaw.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I skipped an article because I see it's it's getting late. It's a Thursday night. So
Joshua 1 and 9? Okay, God. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage.
Huh?
Hasn't
he commanded you that? He didn't request that. He said he didn't give you advice like, hey, hey, you should do this. He said, I command you. Read that again.
Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage.
Be strong and of a good courage. Come on.
Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed.
Be not afraid nor dismayed. Come on.
For Yahweh thy God is with thee.
Because he's with us. Come on.
Whithersoever thou goest.
He's everywhere with us, man. We follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. He got one of his angels with us, man. Protecting us. He said, I command you to be of good cheer and courage. Let me get Isaiah 41 and 10. Okay. Get ready to wrap it up.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, and verse number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Fear thou not, for I am with thee.
Fear thou not, for he is with us. Come on.
Be not dismayed, for I am thy God.
Be not dismayed, for that's Yahweh, our God. Come on.
I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee.
He will strengthen us. He will help us. Come on.
Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand.
He's going to uphold us with his right hand. Come on.
Of my righteousness.
Of his righteousness. You understand what that means? Give me Isaiah 48 and 10. Baba Kasha. All praises to the Most High. He said, I'm going to uphold you when you're going through all of these things. Believe me. It's all about faith we're dealing with right here.
God.
Do you believe him? 48 and 10. Baba Kasha.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 48, and verse number 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
He chose us through the furnace of affliction. You understand?
God.
This is what that dragon, let him come, baby. He's supposed to get raw. But we're the children of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're going to make it out of everything. Let me get Job 36 and 15, Baba Kasha.
It's the book of Job, chapter 36, and verse number 15. He delivereth the poor in his affliction, and openeth their ears in oppression.
You hear that? Just how he deals with us. Through our affliction, through our oppression, he opens up our ears. Come on.
God.
That's it on that, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Read it.
Even so would he have removed thee out of the strait into a broad place.
Mm-hmm. That
where
broad.
there is no straightness.
That broad is that kingdom with his most greatness. Come on.
And that which should be set on thy table should be full of fatness.
Come on.
Yeah, that reward, boy.
That's it. That's it on that. Give me what did I do just now? Job, that's Job.
Yeah, that was Job 36.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 Peter's 8 and 10.
Okay. Okay. You said First Peter's 8 and 10, right?
Yeah, 1 Peter's 8 and 10.
Okay, God. First or Second Peter's? Hold on.
I got 1 Peter's 8 and 10. But I could have.
Oh, 1 Peter probably chapter 1, maybe.
Yeah, chapter. It's
verse 8 through 10.
No.
Yeah,
I may have been.
Huh?
What you got?
I see there's only 1 Peter chapter 1 through 5.
All right, go to 8. I must have made a mistake writing that. Read that.
1 Peter's chapter 1 and verse number 8. It says, whom having not seen ye love, in whom thou now ye see him not, ye believe in, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory.
You see that? Come on.
Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls.
You see that? It's all about your faith. Believing in him, doing the commandments. Read on.
Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently. Who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you.
Prophesied of the grace that shall come upon you. Come on.
Searching what? Or what manner of time the Spirit of Christ, which was in them, did signify, when it testified beforehand the sufferings of Christ and the glory that should follow.
The suffering of Christ and the glories that shall follow. All praises to the Most High. Yasharala, stay strong. You understand? Yeah, this dragon is raw. And he's supposed to be. But our God said he's going to deliver us. Our God said he's going to be on our side with everything. Our God said he's going to put us through the fire and pull us out like fine gold. Our God says he has a place of many mansions waiting for us. Our God said that we're going to be on top. Our God said that what? We're going to be judging the nations. This is what our God said. All praises to the Most High. I got one more thing, right? Then we're going to get out of here. That statue of Trump, put it up.
Okay.
This nigga done lost his mind. And then there's a quick video.
Which one you
You
want?
can put the quick video. Do the video first, and then we'll put the statue up.
All right.
Do the video first.
All right, let me get the video.
If this ain't Egypt. Yeah, this one.
He launched his Rose Garden Club. This is a very serious sentence. This is where he pretends the White House is one of his hotel properties. The president spent several minutes ranting and rambling to his all about his unity projects. Take a listen.
This used to be grass, and took a little heat from my wife. She said, darling, what did you do with my grass? I said, people got tired of standing in mud. We're going to get a gorgeous stone, which we did. And we're going to put this up here. I don't know if you got this here. It's just completed with the granite, the black granite. We'll be opening up the reflective pond. It's called the reflective pond. It's going to be beautiful, beautiful color. I picked American flag. See the blue? I picked American flag. It was called American flag blue. We're building a ballroom in the back, which will be, I think, the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world. You'll never see anything like it.
You know, beef is now up 60%.
Hold on. As a native Washingtonian, I'm sorry. Reflective pond? What planet are you? You're the president of the United States. You don't know the reflective.
This house nigga right here. All through the what's the name administration, he was the head of the Republicans, and he went after Obama heavy.
I gotta pick something.
Everything. He's waking up
He
now.
should know what it's called. I think you're right. What he's doing at the White House is ridiculous. It is. We're going to continue to show it to you because it's also tone deaf. Like, these are the things when the president has the opportunity to speak extemporaneously about what is on his mind. It is the paint that he apparently had time to hand select to paint the reflecting pool, and not the beef is up 16%, not the gas prices, not the war in Iran. Like, he's rambling about random things when he's not rambling. He is closing his eyes for 10 seconds at 12:45 p.m. today during the maternal health meeting. Don't take my word for it. There's a video. They'll pull it back up at some point.
Well, and don't forget that he's busy slapping his name on everything, a banner outside of DOJ, a banner outside of USDA, the 2026 National Parks Pass, an America 250 commemorative coin. But, Michael, really, it's the Golden Dawn in Doral, Florida that gets
Look at it.
Yeah, that little ditty.
Do they have a close-up? Because it looks quite thinner than the actual president.
So he had a whole bunch of preachers, I guess, down there to kind of bless this thing.
Stop that right quick. Stop it. Press stop. Did you hear what he said?
Whole bunch of
He had a whole lot of preachers come down there and bless this golden calf. Do you see what's going on, Yasharala? Wow. Right before your eyes. They blessed it. Come on.
My goodness, is that from when he was
that's
the assassination
that's
attempt?
That's
oh
from
my
Butler.
goodness.
That's from Butler.
Oh, God.
So, you know, it's the whatever. But here's the part that I find the most offensive about all of it is that you had these preachers there, and they had to make it very clear that they weren't here, to honor the fatted calf or to give homage to the idols of Donald Trump. But I just want to put on the screen for the preachers out there who did go down and bless this thing and be a part of this. 1 Corinthians 10:14, and for Donald Trump, that's the other Corinthian you don't know about. Therefore, my dear friends, flee from idolatry. It can't get any simpler than that. You're standing there praising a golden statue.
Like Nebuchadnezzar.
Think about it.
There are lots of passages in the Bible that the pastors say that they listen and read and preach from, that talk about the dangers of golden idols. But again, these are the things the president is focused on. Don't take our word for it. I just want the American people to really sit back and think that and look at the facts. Every single time the president has the opportunity to speak extemporaneously, to talk about what's important to him, to give you a window into his psyche, he is talking about shoes, which are questionable, and then his little projects. That's what he's focused on. Did the president get elected to rebuild stuff? I just don't understand. We have the closed-eyed video. Please put it up for the American people. He's either doing this or he is asleep or just eyes closed, okay? Because Sanders says I can't say he was asleep because we don't know. I wasn't in the room. But if Joe Biden fell asleep or closed his eyes, we'll be talking about it for months on end.
Damn.
You see that? That's the beast. You know what I mean? The dragon. Put up the picture. I got a still picture of that. Yeah, put that still picture up. There it is right there. Can you enlarge that any? Yeah. Look at this. Look at this, guys. The golden calf. And preachers went down there and blessed it. Ain't that something? Give me the book of Revelation 14, 9 through 13, Baba Kashar. Look at this stuff, Yasharala. Huh. Who's you? All praises to the Most High, man.
Yeah, this ain't Babylon, boy.
Yeah, if this ain't Babylon, I don't know what is, man.
Right.
Bring that out, okay?
The book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God.
Come on.
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone.
He's going to, Donald Trump and those pastors that blessed it, and they are going to get burned. Come on.
With fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels.
In the presence of the holy angels. Come on.
And in the presence of the Lamb.
And in the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This ain't no game. They getting dealt with. Jeez. Give me the next verse.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they have no rest day nor night.
No rest day or night. They're going to burn, suffer, torment. Come on.
Who worship the beast in his image.
And
whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints.
Now here's our patience. This is us. We got to go through all of that. All of those trials and tribulations by not dealing with the beast and everything, right? But here's the patience. Come on.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahushua.
There you go. The commandments and faith. Next verse, please.
And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
And their works follow them. All praises to the Most High. That's it on that. God. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I shortened it just a little bit by one article because it's getting late. It's already almost 12. But I hope you were edified. I hope you got something out of this, Yasharala. If anything, it's about faith. You know, this dragon has made war with us. You understand? It's coming. It's slowing. It's slow going, but it's coming and it's coming and it's coming. And you know, it's going to get painful at times, but you gotta know that your God's going to save you.
God.
Measure the time diligently. There you go, sis. Absolutely. You understand? You got to measure the time diligently. Yes, we waking up. All praises. We waking up now. All praises to the Most High. You know? But I'm glad you guys stuck around with me. Bring it out, huh? Yes, sir. You tired?
Good.
I'm glad you guys stuck up with me. You know what I mean? I know it got a little late, but I did cut it a little short because I'm ready to continue to go.
God.
Shalom, shalom, elder. All praises. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Yeah, man. So again, like I said, I hope everybody was edified. You know, basically, faith, man. You got to have faith that Yahweh is going to deliver you, no matter how it looks. No matter how it looks. HOI Memphis in the building. Keep these commandments and keep the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All praises to the Most High.
Praises, man. Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. With that, I'm good, baby.
God.
All praises, man.
Yeah, it's heating up, but like they said, we waking up now.
God. God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We waking up now.
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Quick announcement. Friday will be the new moon. Tomorrow, Friday night, will be the new moon. And then we also have brothers pulling up to Delaware. I know Owen Paul was able to share that earlier throughout the class. And then also what's the other one? Pentecost next week, May 23rd. And then so on and so forth for the rest of the feast days that we got coming up. And then a July 4th event as well. So right now, the new moon tomorrow night, May 23rd, Pentecost. and then we just keep on pushing Israel. But
the HOI Northeast,
yeah,
we got
Delaware.
Delaware tomorrow, but I'm talking about on the 30th. The 30th, and I think it's the 30th and 31st. We're gonna be in Atlantic City.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be in Atlantic City. I believe it's the 30th and 31st. 30th. And then we'll be in Atlantic City and also cookout at the Brother Yatai's crib. It's becoming a tradition now. All praises to the Most High. So HOI Northeast, let's get it in, baby.
So praises first fruits. We got that coming up.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, brothers did a hell of a job, especially with that. The flyers.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, all praises, man. I love the work that's being done, man. Definitely stepped up a level.
So yeah, we got that. HOI Detroit will be doing their new moon as well. Uzziah got the flyer for that as well. So yeah, family, let's keep these feast days going. And like all the Makab was saying, Revelation chapter 14, here is the patience of the saints, those that keep the commandments of God and of the faith of Yahweh. So with that, we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. Give you at least 30 seconds. Let's close out. And mighty lesson again, King. Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Yeah, you had some banger videos, boy. It was one you didn't show. I think you was using wisdom. You would have showed that video. People would have went to Memphis tonight.
God, I had to shorten it a little, but yeah, that one with the dude with the red hat.
Yeah.
Oh man, he be going in.
Yeah. And the other brother, he's cursing out the Edomite senator, like, nigga, hold your peace, you damn cracker.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo. Let's close it out with the Lord's Prayer. All praise Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Chakadash. Shemai Yashua Yahweh Allah Hainawa Yahweh Ahad Abinawa Shabbat Shemayim Kodash Haya Shamka Yahweh Malakufka Taba'avat Zaka Chaya Isha Barataza Kawa Chaya Bashemayim Latanawa Lacham Chayuam Wasalachnawa Chabuafnawa Kasalachnawa Chabuafinawa Wala'a Tabiainawa Banasayawan Abal Hawashaynawa Mayan Rai Kaya Laka Hamalakwa for Ha'ala Watabaraf Lai Walamyam. Amen. Praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We come to you to watch over us, to guide and protect us, to direct our steps. As we are in these last days, give us the spirit to be able to endure, to overcome all trials and tribulations, and the afflictions that you put us through, to strengthen us through the fire that you put us through, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We also come to you to give us the spirit to endure for the return of the Messiah, to be worthy for the kingdom of heaven, and to watch the destruction of our enemies and those that have tried to chastise and try to destroy us and try to go against you, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Give us all the spirit and inspiration to continue to be motivated, continue to be inspiration, to be an example for the rest of the flock of the nation, and also to not be wicked or to be hypocrites, but to live in righteousness. Amen. Shema Shabbat. God. So anything you want to say, before we close out?
Again, I hope that you got something out of this. I'm just wanted to encourage you because there's a lot of things that are coming, and they're really, they're working on it hard, man. These people, they hate us, So stay strong, Yasharala. Stay in your book, man. Stay reading, stay meditating, stay fasting, stay praying, man. Because we're going to need it. That's it. Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.
Come.
Yeah.
I say can.
Yeah. All praises.
All praises, family. Kwam Yasharala.
Kom Yashara.
Shalom.
Shalom, King.
Yeah. Shout out to my higher now, Yahweh. Shout out to Dark Side for this beat. All praises to my higher now, Yahweh, the house of Israel. Put your hands on your heart for your God. Come Yasharala! We gonna roll with Yahweh. What? He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. Come on. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. What? We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. We gonna roll with Yahweh. Come on. He's out higher now. Come on. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. We gonna roll with Yahweh, he's out higher now. There's none greater than the God Yahweh. Every day he show us his power, and these storms, man, they devour. He has bodies, man, every hour. Life is sour, but he brings power. And his son, yes, we do honor. He's our father, a mighty father. And you defile us, why even bother? All you wicked ass men that started these problems, but he's the problem solver. Man, these scriptures hit like a revolver. Shrapnel in your face like a bomber. Daughters of Zion, let's go warn her that the Lord God is about to abhor her. Wait, hold up. This is the reason why I'm living, and the reason why I'm even in existence is to please Hayanawa and to show Hayanawa that we have truly repented. Ain't no reason for a brother to come up the camp at the front like he got still. But if a real little brother by the will of the Yahweh, your cap, he might just fail. Wait, hold up. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. What? We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. Come on. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. Hallelujah. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. Who the hell said Yahweh ain't real? Don't make a cop back or the steal. Make you clap like you was a seal, or a pig to the slaughter you squeal. Like the devils in the Bible it revealed. White women walk past you like ill. To the devils in the crowd and send chills. Hop back in your post and just peel. White people walk up and they cry, trying to say that the Bible ain't right. But the Bible said the devil gonna fry, and the Bible said the devil is a lie. You should the devil touch the apple of his eye. Coronavirus that you modify. Better scripture that is screaming for the Lord. Angel call upon y'all like a sword. Hold up. This is the reason why I'm living, and the reason why I'm even in existence is to please Hayanawa and to show Hayanawa that we have truly repented. There's no reason for our brother just to come up the camp at the front like he got still. Cause if it's real, little brother by the will of Yahweh, your gap might just peel. Wait, hold up. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. Come on. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power. We gonna roll with Yahweh. He's out higher now. We gonna roll with Yahweh, and his name is full of power.
House of Israel. HOI till chariots fly.
Shout out to my higher now, Yahweh. Shout out to Dark Side.